Here, I'm gonna lower that so that way I'm not like yelling in the mic. A little bit higher. Yeah, that should be good right there. That should be good right there. Still peaking like crazy. Hello! Hello! There we go. Uh-oh. Oh yeah. Did some recordings on Saturday and Sunday. We knocked it all out of the park. I wonder if he's gonna be here. Maybe he's not gonna be here today. That kind of stinks. All right. We're knocking this bad boy out of the park. We are at 9,000. Oh, sorry, I'm retarded. 3,049. So less than 1,000 watch hours now. We need 940 now. We got the first stage of monetization starting today. I gonna be able to set up, hopefully I'll be able to set up some emotes today. I'm hoping I get to set up some emotes. I saw that I can add like some members things. I don't know if I can add it to the normal chat. I'm gonna try and see if I can add stickers to the normal chat as well. But I want to add some stuff. The first stage adds members, which is where like you can you pay like a monthly premium. And you get like certain types of emotes and stuff, and then like I can monetize some videos, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I woke up this morning and I had it after I applied for it on Saturday. So whenever I get off stream after I'm done editing everything, I'm gonna have to look at it and see what all I can do with it. Today's gonna be a busy day. I was hoping that it would give it to me over the weekend, but I'm not gonna complain. Because most people who apply for this don't get it for a full month. So the fact that I got it in a day, I'll take it. That's right. We got the first stage. Thank you, Nigel. Thank you to everybody that watches. Thanks to all the new viewers for the videos that I've been making. We got a little bit further to go, and we're going to be fully monetized on YouTube. The handshake has been started. Deals are being made. Holy shit, the earth might crack open. Could be the reason why the U.S. has been hit with tsunamis, floods, earthquakes, floating houses. This could be the reason why the world's ending. It's because I'm finally gonna maybe start getting somewhere in my life. So the world might be ending, guys. Look out for that. We got a whole slew of stuff today. Apparently, Nintendo is losing the lawsuit against Palworld. We have updated news about that. We have more Pirate Software drama, bro. We got a whole sling of stuff. We got that video that you posted in Discord. We're gonna watch that today. We got a whole mess of stuff. We need to watch today. Let's get it. Let's go to work, boys. The world is gonna end. No, I feel it. I feel it. I got it.
And hanging out with friends.
So I'm gonna make a little speculation. This is gonna be the new YouTuber bait. You're gonna see everyone playing this. Watch.
Sledding game. There's no real direction on how I think you should play. This is my first game, and I really just wanted to make something with proximity chat where you can mess around and have fun.
Oh, God.
You can make snowballs.
You can throw snowballs.
You can play darts in the lodge.
Whoa! I got the keys on the car.
You can do cool sled tricks.
Yeah.
And you can also just chill out and talk by a campfire. I kind of like the randomness that happens when there's nothing telling you like where to go or what to do, and you're just given like a bunch of little tools and mechanics. Wish listed on Steam. Thank you.
I was expecting him to walk away.
Now, what I really wanted to show off were some of the new characters I've been working on. You may know the classics: frog, a couple bears, a penguin, a fox. But now, as you'll have seen in this video, there's a couple seals, a panda bear, more frogs, some toads. Oh, you're gonna love this one. Arctic fox.
Ooh.
W. But yeah, if you just enjoyed hanging out with friends or sledding or frogs, even Wishlist Sledding game on Steam. It's my first game and kind of my first time doing a trailer like this, so I hope you like it.
He's getting his cheeks warm. Oh yeah.
Yo, that was a pretty good one. I like that one. I might end up playing that. I don't really have anyone to play it with. Damn. This looked kind of interesting. Oh wait. Here we go. Hold on. This is
Did you know that
this is who Death Stranding is based off
Death Stranding is inspired by real-life happenings? I don't mean the throat babies, the rain that makes you old, or Conan O'Brien. Those are all, as far as I am aware, creations from the enigmatic mind of Hideo Kojima. I'm talking about the thing that you spend most of your time doing in Death Stranding, making deliveries. Sam Porter Bridges is a courier, trekking across rugged mountainous countryside to deliver goods to the remote cities of a post-apocalyptic America. This was inspired by an actual profession in rural Japan called boka. These mountain porters carry on their backs a carefully balanced tower of boxes, often stacked over a meter high and weighing upwards of 150 kilograms. Boka make the trek to Japan's most remote villages, shops, and guest houses, which are often not serviced by roads in the name of environmental conservation, and deliver to them perishable food, emergency supplies, and other such essentials.
That's so cool.
Presumably not dead bodies though. That seems like another crazy Kojima idea. Did you know that
That's crazy. Alright, here we go.
Hi, I'm Alex Jordan, the voice behind all of Jan Dolsky's alterations, and this is 11 facts about the alters. And since there are so many of us, we'll see if we can work out who says what. In the alters, you take on the role of Jan Dolsky, a man forced to create alternative versions of himself in order to survive.
What? Oh!
These
so they're all
alters
the
have
same
skills
guy.
that our hero lacks, due to the different choices they made at crucial stages of their lives.
Hello, can anyone hear me? Jan Dolsky is the sole survivor of a space expedition gone wrong. Stranded on an alien planet revolving around a radioactive sun, you must help him find a way to run a giant mobile base and escape the hostile planet. Come on. Damn. The planet you landed on is riddled with dangers. The biggest one being its giant radioactive sun. As the planet slowly rotates, deadly rays move forward, incinerating everything in their path. The only way to survive is to move forward. To traverse the hostile planet's surface, you need to make use of a mobile base.
That's crazy.
This giant round-shaped structure can be expanded by useful additional modules. Yet without the help of his alters, Jan cannot operate this elaborate complex. The planet Jan Dolsky is stranded on houses a mysterious substance called rubidium. Its unique capabilities include acceleration of cell growth, a trait that helps you create the alters, alternative versions of Jan. Your alters are human beings with their own personalities and emotions. Hey, wait a minute. While bringing them to life is dictated by skills they possess, each one of them has his own emotional baggage. Holy shit. You have to take into account if you want to keep the base running.
Almost feels like home.
With the support of other alters, you can plan to expand your base with additional modules.
That's
you'll be able to build units that both help the mission run more efficiently, as well as serve your altar's general well-being.
How the hell do you come up with some shit like this? This is kind of crazy.
In the base, you'll be able to research new technologies and build tools that will make your life on the planet safer and easier. That being said, choosing which one to develop next will rarely be easy, because the time and resource pool are limited.
Building base modules, satisfying altars' needs, and researching new technologies requires resources.
Let's talk.
To extract these through mining outposts, you will have to venture outside the base and explore the farthest corners of the planet.
I'm not a big fan of the base building part of it. I don't like how it looks. Like the modules, how it's like a forward view. But I really think this looks like a very interesting idea.
Exploring your surroundings and searching for resources means contact with many potential threats. Various anomalies may stop you in your tracks by exposing you to radiation, as well as fooling your senses. So you have to remain vigilant. Can you ensure the success of your unlikely crew? Just know that Yandolski's troubles won't end there. With unsolved problems he left behind on Earth, and a powerful corporation watching his every step, Jan will soon discover that the fight for survival can not only be challenging, but also deeply personal.
What the fuck?
That's really cool. It's already out, too. That looked like a really cool game. Bro, I'm so excited for this game.
This game literally scars you for every mistake you make. See, Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater just dropped the most brutal feedback system in gaming. Every time you get hurt, it leaves something behind.
A scar. Every time you get hurt and you heal yourself, it leaves a scar. It's always been like that. It's not my fault that these dumbasses that have never played it are now realizing that it has one of the most coolest systems ever made.
A blood stain or some form.
Even the bones that you break if you drop from a fall, they can get rebroken again because they're brittle.
Of injury. The game engine logs the hit location and injury type, then layers a texture, like a bruise or blood splatter, directly onto Snake's character model. But this is where it gets fucked up. Instead of removing these textures when you heal, the game stores them in what's basically a scar memory bank. And these scars never disappear. Your character becomes a walking highlight reel of every time you screwed up. And it works. You start playing way more carefully, not for health bars, but because you don't want to mess him up even more. And by the time game's over, no two Snakes ever look the same, but you don't need any scars to build your first game right here. This game literally scars you for every mistake.
That's always been a thing. Alright, I hate to admit it, this might actually be a W for Call of Duty. I hate to say it. I don't want to, but this might actually be a big W.
It's an ambush! Time to get to work. One down.
Oh my god!
What a bunch of suckers!
Oh! Oh my god.
I do what I want when I want. I can help you out. Just one more to go.
Man, how many skins are there?
Oh yeah. Everybody look badass.
Damn. Okay, that's pretty badass. Now, what I wouldn't recommend playing these characters in like Warzone because you'd stick out like a sore thumb, but that's really, really funny.
PlayStation.
Do they really have Beavis and Butthead? No way. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Bro. So I saw this morning, and I was like, I gotta show this, because this hit home, dude. I'm not even kidding. This was so good.
You're not the god you once were. Now is your chance to prove it.
Return my son. Make me God I once was.
What kind of god is that, Kratos?
Ghost of Sparta!
What do you even know of godhood? In your lifetimes, has anyone ever worshipped you?
Your weapons, my lord.
All hail Lord Kratos, the god of war!
Ever prayed to you?
Please, Ghost of Sparta, release me from my torment.
Can you even imagine that kind of love? No!
My lord, I have not failed you. I told the servants of death nothing.
You don't care about mortals.
You are a Spartan.
You don't care about anything beyond yourself.
That may be my form. It is not my nature.
Beyond the monster who kills without cause. I know you're not the god.
Bro, like, if it wasn't for the fucking music, that'd be baller. You take the music out of that and just throw in other God of War scenes as well. Like, oh man. So this one kind of pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. Dude. This actually really made me upset.
His father's disabled son was being abused by the school, so he showed up at the meeting and confronted them on the spot.
Now that you're done jerking each other off with a bunch of trophies and participation...
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, this would be me. I don't even want to bullshit you out. There's no way that I could not get even that. The more that I would sit there and be silenced, the angrier I would get. I kid you not. If you want to see me go from 1 to 100, whenever I'm talking about something and I'm angry, and you try to cut me off, I will fucking yell. I will start screaming at you, dude. I kid you not. I will immediately go off like a goddamn box of matches.
certificates. Here's the truth. You guys don't care about the disabled kids because my disabled son was deaf. You put him in with a bunch of disruptive kids. There was no sign language interpreter, no instruction for sign language. He came home crying from Bester Elementary School every single day he went there because he got into fights with kids who didn't understand him because he was deaf. He couldn't talk. He couldn't sign. You guys left him there. No child left behind my... You didn't want to give up the funding you get from state, federal, and local, so you didn't allow him to get transferred until I came in and went psychotic.
Mr. Porter, would you please refrain from using profanity?
You worthless cunt.
Thank you. Thank you. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you.
Tortured my disabled son, and you will answer for it in a court of law. People like you hamstring their abilities to teach children like mine. You're a disgrace. Fuck you. Have a good day.
I got to play.
From what I understand, I believe the guy went back and sued the piss out of the. If I'm not mistaken, the people on that board lost their jobs because the video went viral and there was like a straight up call to arms to get these people removed. Bro, when I tell you that I would have been angry, I could only imagine what that dad was going through for him to have to get up in there and do that. Nobody wants to do that. No one looks forward to the day they got to do that. But you know what? If you got to do what you got to do, you got to do what you got to fucking do. And that is what makes a real parent.
I got to play. You're going to be in real trouble. You're sitting in the car. I need to park here.
No, I'm parking here. I live here.
Well, get out. I need to park here.
That's not how it works.
You are a disgusting
Who's laughing?
piece of crap.
Your mother.
You're literally doing blackface in the middle of the store.
How fucking retarded can you... Dude. I didn't understand this whenever people started doing it. It's so fucking stupid.
Lester Holt did whiteface. Nobody said shit. Where's your pride section? I need to know.
Bruh.
We're past...
Oh, I thought they were celebrating this and they took our flag forever. No? I was wrong. My bad.
You are there, love.
Do you know what you're doing here with your engine idling?
No, what?
You are polluting the atmosphere.
Really?
You're just sitting here without a care of the world.
Okay.
Fumes from this car are going in through all the windows and all the ventilation.
Bro, it's a fucking Tesla. Bro, it's a fucking Tesla. It's a Tesla.
Windows and all the ventilation.
The fumes from this car, yeah?
Yeah.
It's an electric car. It has no fumes. You fucking idiot.
Through all the windows and all the ventilation.
The fumes from this car, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. You got the window open talking to me, as you would, of course.
But I'm saying it's an electric car, though.
This man got sick and tired of corruption in his town, so he showed up with receipts and exposed the entire city council.
Jason Followell, I guess your nemesis here, huh? Because y'all hate me when I come up here. So, Chief Blanchard went to the men's warehouse and purchased a $1,200 personal fitted suit.
This is exactly where all the taxpayer money's going right here. This is exactly where the fuck it's going. This is the reason why Kerr County didn't have any fucking sirens right here.
Because y'all hate me when I come up here. So, Chief Blanchard went to the men's warehouse and purchased a $1,200 personal fitted suit with our taxpayers' money. Did y'all know that? Now, of course not, because they're not going to let you know that, but I have the documents and I can show y'all. Your boss committed a Class A misdemeanor. Will you arrest him? There you go. Gary Edwards gave Chief Blanchard a $1,200 suit and approved it on his Amex. Citizens, if you stole $1,200, that man would arrest you right now. We citizens expect Gary Edwards to be fired immediately. Ram! I never had a problem with you, Ram. I don't care about all your dirty laundry and baby mamas you have that are 16 years old. But when it comes to defending us, you should be doing it. Also, please keep that one on a leash. Every time he talks and bashes me on public Facebook or social media, everybody's IQ in the entire town goes down. He's a f***ing moron.
Now, wait a minute. You better get you escorted out.
Kiss my ass.
Get him out of here.
Right,
Get him out of here.
If Burger King says hi to me, I'll buy a burger right.
There's a follow-up. There's a follow-up. Where's it at? Here it is.
When
There's
this
a
man
follow-up.
exposed the city council, their feelings got hurt and they threatened to jail him.
Chief Blanchard, you piece of shit.
I'm not going to put up any defamation of character.
That's not defamation, that's a fact.
I don't care. You're either going to
I'm
respect
asking
this
you
place or you're going to be asked to walk out.
I'm going to be arrested. Fine. Okay.
But his lawyer was at the meeting and saved the day.
What I just witnessed was a violation of Mr. Followell's rights. Swear words do not provide probable cause for an arrest for disorderly conduct because the words, as a matter of law, are not fighting words. If I think you, Mr. Mayor, are a tyrant, if I think the city manager is a piece of shit, I can say that. You escort me out, I'll sue you as well, Mr. Mayor.
Do whatever you want. You're going to go to jail for
Oh, you're going to arrest me? Oh, you're going to arrest me? Okay, so under the threat of arrest, you just filed.
After the meeting, the police chief yelled at him to come back with a lawsuit, so he did.
Last time I was here, Chief Blanchard gave me some advice, and I'm finally going to obey. When he said, stop talking and just sue me. Okay, Chief, here we go. These are your lawsuits.
He double sued them. He sued them for himself, and he sued them for the guy as well. He double slapped each one of them. Boom. Just like that. Boom!
This is just one reason why
Get fucked. Right here.
If Burger King says hi to me, I'll buy a.
Asmongold.
If Burger King says hi to me, I'll buy a burger right now. Hi, Rodrigo. Don't forget to send a photo. Burger.
He didn't say what kind of burger.
Burger King. I'll buy a burger. He didn't say what kind of burger.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
What an asshole, man!
What a f***ing legend. Wow.
So what are you thinking about?
Well, if the money is the root of all evil, why do they keep asking for it in church?
Oh, there it is. Oh, don't you just love it?
If the money is the root of all evil, why do they keep asking for it in church?
Texas Double Whopper, best burger ever. I haven't had the Double Whopper. You talk about McDonald's? Oh, it's the Whopper, so it's, that's Burger King, right? Didn't they just make that?
I wonder who these are anyways.
That's disgusting. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Would she live in my house?
Probably, yeah, I love this house.
Would she drive my car?
Yeah, it's paid for, so sure.
What about my golf clubs? Would you let her use those?
No, she's left-handed.
Hey, honey.
Hey.
I was just thinking.
Oh, that's
Is it? How's it been? I've never had one. I'll have to try it. Is that a Godsmack t-shirt? Bro's a legend. That's totally a Godsmack t-shirt. Dude, what a fucking G.
Just great. Just thinking.
Texas double, okay.
When you say that, it means
I don't like how, like, okay, so I'm probably going to be the solo person here. So why is it whenever I get a hamburger from either McDonald's or Burger King, like, they don't know how to put the fucking, the goop on it right. Like, they always put way too much goop, and it, like, just goes everywhere. I fucking hate it, dude. Like, the mayo and mustard and whatever.
You have to move something, build something, paint something, or worse yet, buy something. I don't think I care for you with the new glasses.
I don't even wear glasses.
No, but I do.
That's rude. I got a huge smile from the guy next door.
Oh, be careful about him. He has COVID.
How do you even know that?
Well, obviously he has no taste.
Why did the kindest man in Dark Souls...
Oh my god, dude!
Why did the kindest man in Dark Souls...
I love Solaire. Praise the sun, boys!
still end up suffering. Solaire of Astoria wasn't a chosen undead, nor was he a man of high status. He was simply just a guy on a personal quest to find his son, which to him was a symbol of purpose within a dying world. While others became hollow from despair, Solaire remained kind, warm, and driven by hope. He saw light where others only found suffering. But as we know, the world of Dark Souls punishes hope. The most common outcome of Solaire's story is that his obsession with the sun blinded him. He ultimately loses himself within Lost Izalith and becomes possessed and hostile due to the sunlight magnet.
So for the longest time, I didn't know you could save Solaire. I always thought that he was like guaranteed to die. But apparently if you go down here and you kill the bug, you can save his life.
But thankfully, the player can save him by finding the maggot first. It becomes apparent that he is starting to lose hope. As you progress, he can be summoned for the fight with Gwyn. When the fight concludes, it is said that he lights the fire in his own world, resulting in him becoming everybody's son.
I got bad news for you.
What now?
From now on, I won't be doing any more dishes.
And why
That's
is that?
right, boys. That's right. Trump mandated it.
Trump made it illegal for men to compete in women's sports.
That's right. Don't do the dishes anymore. That's their job. I'm going to hell, dude. I'm going to hell.
All right, how do you like your steak so far, sir?
Oh, just like winning an argument with my wife.
All right, ready it is?
All right.
Oh, dude. Oh my god.
Oh, just like winning an argument with my wife.
All right, ready it is?
Evening, sir. Where are you heading this late at night?
I was on my way to a lecture about alcohol and its effects on the human body and smoking and staying out late at night.
Who gives a lecture about that this late at night?
My wife.
I can't stop thinking about what the doc said.
Yeah, the 6-month left to live thing.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Well, have you considered getting married?
Will that make me live longer?
No, but it'll make it the longest 6 months of your life.
Hey man, having a good workout?
You know that by replacing potato chips with grapefruit, you can lose up to 90% of the little joy you had left in your life?
Oh my god.
A reminder that the parts you see...
Oh god. Here comes the headache.
on an ultrasound don't determine a baby's gender.
Right.
Oh god, somebody needs to do something about that person, man. Oh my god.
Well, it's okay because that person no longer is on the platform. They quit because they're facing a lot of legal troubles now. Get fucked.
Shut the fuck up. Anyways, these are ultra-thin lockbooks. The design is very human.
Now, we talked about spawn camping with 18-year-olds. This person's literally spawn camping.
Babies.
They're not even out of the womb.
This man killed his cellmate after discovering what he was. This man killed...
Bro, W guy. W fucking W guy. W. This guy's a legend. He's a killer. He's a piece of shit, but he took out one of the biggest pieces of scum on the planet.
This man killed his cellmate after discovering what he was in for, and made it clear that he has no regrets.
The reason I killed her was because he was a child who you didn't Hashtag kill him.
A fucking min. Amen.
Oh,
He
sure.
technically didn't even kill a person in my eyes.
Intended to. Oh, sure, yes. He was my bunkie, and I had found out that he was in prison for child molestation. Really bad case. That night he was trying to justify why he did it, and I just told him to be quiet, and he would have to leave in the morning to find a new cell. But he continued to talk.
What really sucks is that's the reason why it's so hard to lock these fucking sick, sadistic little fuckers up. Is because if they go into prison, dude, they gonna get got. You're gonna get snapped the fuck up.
Talk about it and try to justify it. So he was a little bit bigger than me, so I got down and I hit him in his face a few times, and when he fell, I wrapped a cord around his neck and I took his life. I've been getting these emails saying that it's not my position to judge anybody, and I want to make it quite clear that I didn't. God is the only judge we have. I've just set the appointment up.
Your debt in total? $210,000.
Oh my god.
That's a mortgage. And you don't think this is that bad?
The number sounds bad, but...
Okay, well, since you're not willing to say it, I need her to know behind me. This is bad. This is scary. And not all of it's bankruptable either. There's a lot of student loans in here that worst comes to worst will not be bankruptable.
Oh, bankruptcy.
Is what everyone says who goes bankrupt.
For his assassination, this could be a crime.
It is a crime, 100%.
This should be a crime. Advocating for violence is not freedom of speech. That is not freedom of fucking speech. That is the reason why earlier, whenever you saw that guy get up and call those senators assholes and dickheads, the thing is that's not a call for violence. That's not saying I'm going to harm somebody. That is freedom of speech. Freedom of speech says that I can walk up to a cop, call them an asshole, and they can't do anything about it. When you cross that line by saying I'm going to harm somebody or somebody's going to harm somebody else or advocating for some stupid shit like this, right here, $1 million, dude, come on. Wanted for cowardice to the American. You can't post this kind of stuff. It doesn't matter whose face is on it. You can't advocate for this. It's wrong. And in my opinion, it should be banned off of any fucking platform because it's it should be illegal. It's advocating for violence. It's not freedom of speech.
It's a crime. It's not a question.
Seattle.
It's in Seattle. I would have never guessed. That's crazy. Wow, what a shock. And this is illegal, bro? $1 million. Yeah, I guess so. And that's a fucking queen of spades. Like, I don't know. Lock him up for lying about paying $1 million? Yeah, for real.
And you can't say no one would be dumb enough to do this because somebody, a content creator, said that he would pay somebody $200,000 if they went out in the middle of the ocean during a hurricane. One of the hurricanes that hit Florida. Someone actually fucking did it. Somebody actually went out into the ocean and recorded and streamed himself in the ocean during the hurricane. So you can't say no one's going to be dumb enough to do it.
They now arrest and prosecute people. See, this is the thing. They can't. You expect them to lock down the Epstein situation whenever they can't even
in a buoy. He was in a flotation device, not even a fucking boat. He was on like a river tube. I don't know how to fuck. that. What content creator offered $200,000 to go out into a hurricane? Aiden Ross offered. It was 100,000 and it was Aiden Ross. Hold on. It was 100,000 and it was Aiden Ross. Okay. Aiden Ross. Here we go.
This streamer just filmed himself in the middle of Hurricane Milton. So apparently popular streamer Aiden Ross made a challenge to someone that he knew that if they streamed the entirety of Hurricane Milton, he would personally pay them $75,000. Not only is this another level of stupidity to put out there, but some people took it as a challenge, even though it didn't seem like it was an open challenge to the public. Kick streamer Mike Smalls Jr. took the streets and filmed himself out and about during the hurricane. That is until Aiden Ross himself went into the chat and informed him that he would not be paying him the money. He was extremely angry about this, but honestly this is stupid on so many different levels from both parties involved, and risking your life for content is never the answer. This streamer just filmed himself in the middle of Hurricane Milton. So apparently
Yep. There it is.
When this man exposed the city council, their feelings got hurt and they threatened to jail him.
You already seen it?
This is just one reason why we need fathers.
Bro, let me find out. Let me find out my kid's a bully, dude.
This is just one reason why we need fathers.
This lovely lady is my 10-year-old daughter who has, for the second time this school year, been kicked off the school bus due to bullying another student. Let me make this extremely clear. Bullying is unacceptable, especially in my household. Friday, when my daughter brought home her paperwork for her bus suspension, she said, "Daddy, you're gonna have to take me to school."
Oh, no.
As you see this morning, she is learning otherwise. A lot of children today feel that the things their parents do for them is...
This actually blew up because the comment section were trying to bash the father. That's why it blew up. It ended up on a news channel, and then the news channel pushed it to be viral.
A right and not a privilege. So today, my beautiful daughter is going to walk 5 miles to school in 36-degree weather. I know a lot of you parents are not going to agree with this, but that is all right, because I'm doing what I feel is right to
They
teach
tried to get it taken down for child abuse, and it failed.
my daughter a lesson and to stop
He just
her
kept
from
re-uploading
bullying.
it.
This sheriff introduced a few new rules for violent rioters, and it's already making things a lot better.
There needs to be a federal law that mandates roadways need to stay clear even during protests. And that if you get struck by a vehicle and you are part of a larger crowd, that's intent to either start a riot or be a protest, that the fault lies on the person sitting in the roadway. That's what they need to do. It needs to be a federal law.
I'm going to break it down for you. If you resist lawful orders, you're going to jail. If you block an intersection or a roadway, you are going to jail.
Yep.
If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired, because we are going to run you down and put you in jail. If you try
I didn't think they would. Bro, anyone who causes trouble, like the Jan 6 stuff, they caught them, dude. There's so many ways to catch people now with cameras everywhere. It's so hard to get away. No, he didn't get paid. He didn't get paid for going out into the hurricane.
a mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave. In our county, you're most likely going to get run over and dragged across the street. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here. If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will kill you graveyard dead.
We will kill you graveyard dead. What a fucking statement. We will kill you, graveyard dead. Holy God!
You know,
They do know that anything that isn't bees, what is it, like bees honey? What is it? It's what things do you not have to kill to eat? I think it's like milk. Milk and honey is like the only thing that you can get sustenance from that you don't have to kill it. Like that's it. It's just milk and honey from bees. Everything else you pretty much have to kill to eat. There's some plants you don't have to kill to eat, but like at the end of the day, you're still technically killing a baby plant because if you eat a seed or you know, like a vegetable or a fruit, that's technically the offspring of the plant itself. So if you eat it, in all technicality, you're still killing it. It's a plant. I can tell based on this flounder-looking kid right here, there ain't nothing going on in between them eyes. There's nothing going on behind that big-ass forehead. There's nothing.
To go out and hang out in somebody's neighborhood right now.
I'm not trying to do anything bad.
Why don't you go somewhere else?
Yeah,
This
you
is
are.
what Neanderthalism looks like, boys.
I'm not trying to do anything
You're
bad.
using a weapon to an alive animal.
You see, what happened here is that as a child, this one never got showed how to hunt deer, and now he's jealous, so he tells this kid that deer hunting is bad.
Okay, and I'm gonna eat it. Instead, you let somebody else kill it.
No, you're not.
What do you mean I'm not gonna eat it?
Dude, we don't want to see it.
Well, then what are you hunting for?
All right, the guy is coming.
Oh, excuse me. Can I get a refill, please?
Bro, what a legendary movie. If you've never seen this movie, I absolutely recommend it. It's called Bruce Almighty. Is it Evan or Bruce? I think actually it's Evan Almighty. I think it's Evan. Evan Almighty. Yeah, it's Evan Almighty. It's a great movie. Nigel, I know for a fact you would love this movie. It's based on a guy that has to build Noah's Ark, and Morgan Freeman is God. That's
Oh,
all you need
excuse
to
me.
know.
Can I get a refill, please?
Coming right up.
There's actually two films. It's called Evan Almighty and Bruce Almighty. The other one has, I think Bruce Almighty, it has Jim Carrey. Bruce Almighty. It does. It's where God decides to give Jim Carrey the ability to be God all day, and it's so good, dude. The best movies. I'm not a big like advocator for like you know, the whole like religion thing, but I can sit here and say they're so good.
Oh, excuse me. Can I get a refill,
By the
please?
way, this stuck with me pretty much the first time I saw it. It stuck with me the entire time. I like this scene right here.
Oh, excuse me. Can I get a refill, please?
Coming right up.
Thank you.
Excuse me, are you all right?
No. It's a long story.
Well, I like stories. I'm considered a bit of a storyteller myself.
My husband?
The guy who's building the ark.
My husband says God told him to do it. What do you do with that?
Sounds like an opportunity. Let me ask you something. If someone prays for patience, you think God gives them patience? Or does he give them the opportunity to be patient? If they prayed for courage, does God give them courage, or does he give them opportunities to be courageous? If someone prayed for the family to be closer, do you think God zaps them with warm, fuzzy feelings? Or does he give them opportunities to love each other? Well, I gotta run. Enjoy.
This is at a 7.
What a great movie, man. Holy shit. Like, what a fucking beast of a movie.
$192% interest rate.
I didn't know that you could go above 100% interest, dude. 192% interest rate is crazy.
Borrowed 500.
Yes, yeah.
Whenever she finishes paying this loan off, it's going to be like $3,000. Dude, I miss a lot of the old school movies. The year that Ragnarok and Endgame came out with the Magnificent Six or Magnificent Seven or whatever, that was hands down the best. Like from 2016 to 2020, those are the best movies that were ever released. That era of movies, I feel like we're never gonna see again. I feel like it's over. The movies now are just so fucking bad. It blows my mind at how bad they are. And it's so sad to see. They're so busy trying to piggyback off of their prior successes that there's no room for new success. It just really stinks, man.
What's your total you're paying back by the end? $4,000 for five.
You borrowed $500 and with 191% fucking interest, it's gonna be like $4,000.
$100. They started garnishing your wages from this loan.
She gave them her information.
You gave them access to your account?
Yep.
Yeah. This isn't a government. They can't just garnish unless you give access. Why would you give them access to your payroll?
I thought it was required.
Why would you even pay that back? That's disgusting, by the way. That's actually fucking garbage. 191% interest is disgusting. For $500, kiss my ass. Why would you even take that out?
I make good money doing this, don't get me wrong. But look how much more money can be made out there if you just have no morals. They gave you $500 and they make $3,500 of profit? Oh my goodness. Why sit here and film with someone who's a disgusting person when I could just be giving out loans to disgusting people and ruining their lives?
Another day, yet another reason to get fed up with Nintendo. As time keeps passing from the launch of the Switch 2, there are just more and more reports of problems with how the Japanese playing card company is treating their customers. Terms that let them break your console since it doesn't really belong to you, banning users who used unofficial
What's really nice is that if the EU passes the Stop Killing Games initiative, it's gonna stop this. This mentality will be all but dead, boys. Let's go stop killing games initiative.
Party game cartridges, bricked used consoles, third-party Switch docks being locked out from working properly, and now bans rolling out to people buying used Switch 1 games.
That's right. You could get banned if you buy a used Switch 1 cartridge.
A Switch 2 user was banned for buying 4 Switch 1 games off of Facebook Marketplace and playing them on their new console. The ban came into effect after they downloaded patches for the new-to-them games. Speculation is that the previous owner may have offloaded the games to an unofficial banned third-party cartridge, therefore the used cartridges were banned too. The gamer was able to get unbanned after proving to Nintendo that they bought these legally off of Facebook, but it is another ridiculous problem you'll have to be aware of with trying to use your $500,000 console.
Why am I doing this show anymore?
$780 for that piece of shit just for them to brick you. I can't, dude.
I have enough to retire. Me and my girlfriend, we just go live the life we want to live. Why am I talking to you? The second septum piercing in a row? And you're taking out payday loans to Galveston and you don't even understand why that's even slightly a bad thing, and then you abuse your boyfriend? What the are we doing? Why am I spending my time right now talking to you?
I mean, I need help.
Shut the up. Okay. Here, let me give you some help. 500% interest is not good.
Now I know.
We at the FBI have decided to take down websites used to pirate video games. Okay, what kind of games
And they really tried to cover this up. They really tried to cover it up.
do these websites have? I'm sure there's a list. We've investigated
This is a play on the Jeffrey Epstein file, by the way. Whenever he's saying list, he's referring to the FBI not releasing the Epstein file.
the majority of games that were illegally downloaded were published by Nintendo. Okay, you're not slick, buddy. You just showed me your list. What? Well, it's obvious that the FBI had been contacted by Nintendo to take down these websites. And the list they gave you. It doesn't matter who we were contacted by. Rest assured, we will be arresting gamers who illegally downloaded games off of these sites. You know, maybe instead of focusing on arresting gamers, you should focus on why piracy is such an issue in the first place. There's a list of reasons. What do you mean? Well, a lot of gamers think that their rights are being taken away as a consumer and that they don't even own the games that they pay for anymore. This is why piracy has been on the rise in recent years. Yep. The list goes on and on. They're still breaking the law. Okay, can you please list me the reason why?
Gerald, you better not be with that.
Okay. That's it. 20. Stop. Oh, yeah, we're stopping at 20. Next. Let's move on. Got a lot of stuff to cover. Remove. Do we have any of these? What the fuck? Did this whole thing play?
Officially known
Stop.
today.
What the fuck? Okay. Let's do the Bigfoot and Batman.
Boom, morphed again.
Oh, what happened?
Boom, morphed again. Just so you know, I morph so I can stay camouflaged.
So I actually got a comment from this channel, whenever I had posted a react to it, and the comment said, boom, morphed again. From Boom Morphed Again. That's the name of this channel. Go like, follow, sub to them. They're doing the whole like AI gorilla thing. I think it's kind of funny. It's pretty good so far. So
no one sees me. It is what it is.
Boom, morphed again. Chat told me to go to Gotham, and of course this is the book that gets us there. Y'all chose violence for real. I just
oh my god!
hope I meet Harley Quinn.
I have to read this at the speed of light for it to work. I don't make the rules.
Ektalsha kunar vecta trellin zentros gorgar. Bat nipples la 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 la.
Okay, what the fuck? Boom, morphed again. That actually worked. Bro, this better be Gotham, because I hear bats and it smells like straight up childhood trauma.
Boom, morphed again. I hate bats. I already do not like this trip. I should have never listened to you guys. It's cold.
Someone in chat said bring your parents. Bro, what? That is so fucking wrong. Y'all are sick.
Boom, morphed again. Chat, I don't see anything.
Vengeance.
Oh.
Boom, morphed again, guys. You got me fucked up. This is why I don't trust not a fucking one of you. Vengeance.
Oh shit, it's Batman.
It's gonna be a long night, Mr. Bear.
Oh my god.
Need you up to speed.
Bro, what is it with the AI trying to put the crack in everything?
Boom, morphed again? What the fuck? You are not Batman. Fuck, I grabbed the wrong book.
You are correct. Now let's go. Time to fight crime.
Oh god.
Right, chat?
Bro, that looks like the 1960 version of him.
Chat,
that's the guy that shows up at your birthday party that you're like, oh, okay, we got Ned in the Batman costume, you know? What the fuck is this? What the fuck?
Listen to this imposter. I need to get back home. Not Batman, no offense, but you just threw coke all over my face and now I can't blink. I am leaving.
But don't you want to meet Harley Quinn?
How's he keep getting battered? Oh my god, that nipple is sharp enough to poke someone's eye out. Literally.
Trapped in Gotham and needs saving.
Harley Quinn.
Fuck me. Let me see that. That's not Harley Quinn, but fuck, she is fine. Fine, I'll help you fight crime or whatever the fuck it is you do. She better be DTF.
Bro, this thing's made of Legos. If we hit a squirrel, we're gonna die.
Why are there wings on it? What is this? God.
First, let me
this
show
you. This is what happens when Batman fails to be Batman in Gotham.
You how to fight crime. Jaywalker, watch and learn.
Oh my god, he's so fat.
Justice doesn't sleep.
Yo, what the fuck? Why you fold Granny like an omelet? You pulled that bag out your back pocket. She was innocent.
Boom.
Not a granny. Boom, morphed again. Why did Granny turn into a black dude? Is this a prank? Why is the sidewalk breathing? Bro, I can hear math. Not Batman needs therapy. I need a nap.
You need a nap? Not on my watch. Vengeance.
Yo!
Now that you're not sleepy and trained,
What is
let's take
that?
this zip line
What the fuck is that? That looks painful.
to the top of Not Joker's lair and get your girl.
Trained. I can't fucking see. I'm not going on no rinky-ass Dollar General zip line with your dumbass. Not Harley Quinn just texted me, and she is totally DTF.
So he flies.
Boom, morphed again. I could have been chilling in the woods eating fish, but nah. I'm geeking out on top of Not Joker's penthouse in Not Gotham.
All right, we have to go inside and get to the secret room. And in
Employee
order to
only.
do that, we just go through his Not Joker Club unnoticed. Let's go.
Unnoticed. Bro, you are in a fucking bat suit. Like a full Halloween-ass bat suit. Ain't no way we get into a club like that. We are gonna die.
They won't catch me, and they won't even notice
What's going on with his face?
Bigfoot. Just enjoy yourself.
Boom, morphed again. There better be some baddies in here, or I'm gonna freak the fuck out.
Arrives.
Nigga. Fucking
We have to sneak up. We're very close. Fuck! Boom, morphed again. I'm hard on a game of family strip poker.
Oh!
We are here to save not Harley Quinn. So you stop that.
Stop what? We broke up, so now she gets to have no fun. Get it?
Bigfoot, please, please, please save me.
Oh, I'll do far worse to you than I ever did to Harley. A silly, a hoe. Anyway. Joker is looking sleepy.
Not on my watch.
Vengeance.
Boom, morphed again.
You actually came. He made me do things I didn't want to.
We're getting it out of here. Liftoff protocol.
Oh my god, dude, what the fuck? Is that a piece of cardboard? Why is there cardboard on the side of the helicopter?
Back already?
Stay down, clown.
Boom, morphed again, yo. Send us back home, not Batman. Peace out, not Gotham.
Boom, morphed again. Hope y'all like this video. Make sure to smash that like button, drop a comment on what I should do next, subscribe, or I'll show up in your crawl space and scream family strip poker. Love y'all.
That's right.
Peace.
Bad bitches in a beamer, that's a big
Yo, so this is where America's going. Check this out.
In Japan, there's a workplace culture that literally kills employees. It's called karoshi, death from overwork, where employees die from heart attacks and strokes due to 80-plus hour weeks.
80-plus hour work weeks. You see, whenever you go up to a job and they're like, I worked 120 hours this week. Great. That's great for you. Most people don't want to work like that. I don't know any fucking person that wants to be at work like that, dude. I'm sorry. I don't. I never did. I want to fucking enjoy my life. I don't want to spend it at work like that. That's crazy. Are you crazy? Why would you be okay with working that many hours? There's a whole damn life out there that you could have not being at work. I remember growing up and people were like, oh, you should be playing games. It's a waste of your life. And now that I'm older, I see people coming out of college and they're working at McDonald's. And it's like, well, maybe you shouldn't have went to college or spent your entire life at a job. That seems like a waste of life. There's a whole life out there with adventure, fun, and most people are stuck doing nothing but work their entire life. Dude, that stinks.
Japanese government recognizes karoshi as a major problem and created laws to prevent it, but workers still hesitate to take time off.
That's the same thing that happens here in the U.S. People like are scared to take time off or even scared to say, oh, well, you know, I don't really want to stay at work like that. I want to go to work, make the money I need to survive, and have a little fun money after, and then go home. I don't like work like that. I don't know anyone who does. And it just blows my mind that you get a night and day difference. Like if you're on the job and you talk to these people, it's, I love being here, I love doing this, but whenever you're off the job with them, it's, oh my God, I don't want to go in. Like, just be honest.
But it doesn't. These deaths reveal a system where companies prioritize profitability over employee lives.
That's exactly what's happening here. That's exactly what's happening here. Is this the next one? Scares. Damn, how are there so many in here? Oh, these are like ones that I found that I needed to watch because I was like, holy crap. Why is this in here? Why is this in here? This is not supposed to be in here.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Come on.
So if you don't know who Kai Cenat is, Kai is like one of the biggest streamers. He would be if he just streamed more often. But he's really short. He had Snoop Dogg on his podcast, and he also had oh man, what's his name? He's a comedian. He plays a lot with The Rock. Kevin Hart. He also had Kevin Hart on his stream as well.
Come on, come on.
Not a podcast.
3, 2, 1.
But he's super short.
Okay, who's here? I'm gonna put up on fan. I'm gonna put up on fan.
Bro, what the f are you doing, bro?
You gotta charge it.
You look taller, bro.
That's crazy.
What the? What's up, bro? Oh my God! What is happening? Come on, bro, give me a hug. No. Okay.
So that's iShow Speed. That's Kai right there. I don't know who this is, but I'm sure she's just some kind of bitch.
Whoa. Was that real? Oh my God.
Boy, you did not pull the trigger. Ha!
Look! Guys, can I say the word?
No! Whoa!
Dookie! It was a joke!
Yeah! Nice! So this actually kind of made me a little pissed because, like, if I ever got to be big and somebody came in on my stream and did this to my house, I immediately would kick them out.
This gonna work.
I wouldn't even wait for the stream to end. I'd be like, no, you're out.
This is a little. Whoa, my bad, Chad. Wait, you put a hole in my wall. You rich. You can fix it. It's Brian, yo.
Hell nah. I would kick her ass. She's no longer allowed to be back. But, like, still, hell no.
Who? Brian. And LeBron James.
Yo, we got LeBron James
right
on
now,
the fucking
I'm on
phone.
live. That's LeBron James? LeBron. I'm on live right now with.
Hey, bro, what up, man?
LeBron. Listen,
Bro, when you start saying
LeBron,
when Bron starts saying that,
LeBron James. Yo.
When Bron starts saying that.
That's Kevin Hart, by the way. Pulled up LeBron James on screen.
To the world. Just say hey to the world. Say hey.
You know what's crazy? I like that's not famous. Period.
Oh, I don't that internet like.
You famous though. Yo,
No,
he's moving like a pick me right now. Like he's giving a pick
Yo, I was never a famous type of. You feel what I'm saying? Cause I ain't famous. I don't with that. That's crazy. How fast? What's the fastest?
Snoop Dogg.
It's 12:20.
Bro, he looks so out of it. You know, if Snoop Dogg rolled up in that bitch, they are fucked. They probably did so much marijuana, dude.
All right, I'm ready. What time is it?
They doing it on stream.
12. I told 20. 12:20. Still.
So, okay, so what's
Matter
happening?
of fact, I'm gonna time it.
No, he's done. I'm done. What the fuck is you doing?
Japan has broken the internet speed record with 1.02 petabits per second. It is 3.5 million times faster than the US average.
Did you hear that? We now have a new speed for internet. Petabits. I think I kind of that you don't see these. I agree. I think it does suck. But I'm not going to lie to you. I think Kai paid to have these people come out. I think they do that kind of stuff where you can pay them and they come out to like birthdays and shit. I think that's what happened. I'm fairly certain it's not fucking cheap, but I think that's what happened.
Bits per second. It is 3.5 million times faster than the US average, enough to download all of Netflix in 1 second. Well, then what would you do in a minute?
It's crazy, right?
Like, yeah.
That internet speed is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you could download half of the new Call of Duty. Are you fat or not?
Bro's getting called out. He says, bro, you let your teeth rot out of your mouth and talking about healthy. And you, in fact, did let your teeth rot. He's just sitting there saying that in his chat. Bro got brought up for the chopping block.
Just be honest. Just tell the truth. There's no judgment here.
Are you fat?
No, you're fat. Everybody knows you're fat. You're so fat. You're fat and you're mad. I don't want to hear it. Everybody knows he's fat. That's why he's getting mad.
Well, why else wouldn't he have like an actual like profile pic?
Passenger on the Lolita Express has called for the immediate release of the Epstein files.
Remember what I was saying about Kevin Spacey? Look at that. Not Kevin Spacey. Fuck's sake. No, it is Kevin Spacey. I was right.
Release the Epstein files, all of them. For those of us with nothing to fear, the truth can't come soon enough. I hate to make this about me.
He apparently was acquitted of all charges. Whenever he was, he actually lost pretty much his entire ability to star in American films because of a child that came forward and said he had done something. And he took it to the court of law, and they actually acquitted him of all charges. So he didn't even do anything, and he still lost his job, just like Johnny Depp lost his job at Disney.
But the media already has. So here's another thing that I find is interesting. Spacey, allegations, outcome. Kevin Spacey was acquitted of all sexual assault charges in the UK trial in 2023.
Yep.
Following the UK trial, which has been paused pending an outcome. And so why isn't anybody talking about Kevin Spacey's acquittal? He got acquitted. He won the ruling.
He did.
So this is what I think is very funny about this, is that this guy...
But they're still not going to let him go back into movies. I don't know why, but that's how Hollywood is. It's like it's fine when you're in there and you're doing it, but the minute someone calls you out on it, you lose everything, and then it's just so stupid.
He's still canceled, though. Yeah, he might still be a weirdo, but certainly, yeah, innocent man. Well, I don't know about innocent.
You don't like it?
No, you're going to take that back.
Hey.
You know how I know it's the wrong color?
Bro, Shaq is so funny.
Okay.
Yeah, that's too late.
Look closer.
No, it's too late.
So listen, at the end of the day, you the boss, you don't like it. Unfortunately, I'm gonna take it back and I'm gonna redo the whole entire thing, different color, darker gray.
You sold me 10 cars, you only fucked up one, so that's not bad.
We 90%, we try to be 100% with you. We're gonna take it back, redo the entire car
Why
again.
the hell does he have a big-ass gorilla sitting in the middle of his yard? What the fuck? How am I just now realizing there's a big-ass gorilla in the front of Shaq's yard?
We're gonna make it right.
Love you. You take it back.
Sorry,
bro. Listen, I said dark gray. I hate that fucking color.
Danny, I told your ass, bro. I told you to make sure it's the fucking gray he wants. I said make sure before we order the exact wrap, bro. It should take 2 weeks just to get this color wrap.
But you told me the shot, like the forest is the shot gray, dude.
Yeah, shot gray is darker than this, bro. Oh, Shaq's calling me. Hold on. What's up, Shaq? Sorry, man.
Hey, I just want to say one thing.
What's up, man?
I got you. Bring it back. I love it.
You fucking around? Are you serious?
Yo, Shaq is awesome.
You mother.
Shaq is awesome, bro. I don't care. So this is creepy as shit, dude. This is creepy. This actually kind of spooked me when I saw it the first time. Look at how smooth this is. So watch the girl and watch this guy. Look at that. Look at that. You see that? You see that? Bro. Bro, this actually pulled at my heartstrings whenever I saw this. Where that Ted was buried in the cemetery. Found his wingman. It took him a while, but he found him, bro. Time is it we're looking at? We're looking at 9:30. We're looking at 9:30. We should probably go on and move on. Okay. So I wanted to watch this next. Yeah, let's go on and move on. We got a lot to cover. All right. Pokemon is losing the Pal World lawsuit. Thank God. Because the whole reason why they even took this lawsuit out was because I think like the prior week even they had took out a patent. They took out a patent that would make it to where the thrown ability and capturing using an item was very like specific to the Pokemon game, and they were trying to patent that. And then that's the lawsuit right there.
Pokemon is losing their legal battle with Pal World, according to what we can take from the latest new update in their case with the information we have gleaned. We're to get into that today on The Legal Mindset. We teach you to be your own judge.
It is really stupid. They're just mad that Pal World managed to pull in so much money because it's everything that Pokemon should have been and more.
Of course, I'm Andrew Esquire, American attorney, breaking down these legal issues all over the world. And today we have the fascinating case of Pokemon versus Pal World. This is something that I've actually covered on previous streams. I've covered this in the past. But once again, with these big lawsuits, they often don't have updates for a while. And to give you guys a little bit of background on Pokemon versus Pal World, well, unless you live under a rock, you know about Pokemon, which is obviously a massive...
Nintendo is just so... They're so like... They're Greetendo now, dude. They're no longer Nintendo. They're Greetendo, and they keep their living going by using the fan base that they had since they were kids. They keep these adult children now that are willing to buy these consoles for their kids, even though there's a chance that it could be bricked, and it's incredibly overpriced on top of that.
Franchise, and it's owned between Nintendo and the Pokemon Company. And then you've got Pal World, which is owned by Pocket Pair, and it is really focused on PC. Now, this is very important because one of the big things overall for Pokemon is they've been real console, let's say, loyalists, or you might even say zealots for the consoles. They really...
Yeah, they don't... I don't even think you can get... I think you have to... I think it's kind of a headache to try and get some of these games on PC. The Pokemon
don't believe
games.
in PC, and they've been pretty hardcore in keeping anything Pokemon-like from entering the PC sphere, which is why
they're trying to do the same thing with other consoles as well. Obviously, I mean they want Pokemon to be specifically on their consoles, so that way they could make it exclusive.
had an eye on Power World and why one of the reasons why they took this shot. But the background is Nintendo and Pokemon Company, they filed a case for patent infringement against Power World Pocket Pair September 18, 2024. Now, this is very, very important, and a lot of people miss the ball here. A lot of people think it's copyright. They think it's the ideas or the designs. This is not about the specific designs, and this is not about the ideas. This is about the patents. So Nintendo filed these patents and is claiming infringement of certain very specific patents. And
the fact that you could even do this is absolutely fucking crazy. They should, there is no reason why you should patent any kind of gameplay mechanic ever. That hurts the space and it hurts the freedom of making things. It's garbage and they should get rid of it.
That's a really narrowly focused piece of litigation. And now they're claiming they violate obviously several patents, not just one. And Nintendo wants an injunction to stop the sale of Power World and monetary damages. So pretty much to kill the game. So to kill the game and recoup any money that Pocket Pair, Power World made from the game. That's pretty much
the reason why this kicked up such a storm is because Nintendo's lawyer team, I guess, has never lost a case. Anytime they've taken out a case, they've always won it. Now this could be big if they lose. If Power World wins, this could be a big W for games. If Power World loses, this could be really bad. Because then you're going to have a bunch of these companies trying to take out patents on everything, and they're absolutely going to destroy the gaming space as we know it.
That's very scary because obviously you can see the consequence for other game companies, smaller game companies. If Nintendo is allowed to put down Power World, there will never be, I think at least for a while, there won't be anything that comes close or near Pokemon. But we've got some updates here. So obviously some of the patents that people talked about, one of the most obvious is the catching mechanic with the ball. That's one of the things that Pokemon included in their lawsuit as an infringing patent. However, Power World has a defense. Power World's defense is that these patents were never infringed in the first place. They argue that, you know, not only did they not infringe the patents, but the patents themselves are likely not even valid. If you look,
because they did this before they were even guaranteed the patents. Another thing is like they didn't exist when the game was being made. So like, how's it like? That's like if Call of Duty made multiplayer and it was out for like 5 years, and then another person made a multiplayer game, but then all of a sudden Call of Duty didn't like how much money that game was making, so they filed patents like a week prior to them suing the new game company. And it's like, dude, you can't just do that. That's not how it works.
Get the validity of these patents. Some of them are ambiguous. They're kind of too broad. They're not in any way violating them on a technical basis. It's not something they have kind of technical exclusivity over, and they're violating that.
They're too...
So that's Power World's defense, and they've been pretty consistent on that. And the other thing they've done, and which is brilliant, is they've changed the mechanics. And what this does is, while Power World and Pokemon, both Japanese companies, may have a stronger case, Nintendo may have a stronger case in Japan under Japanese law, under US law, and mind you, the majority of the users for Power World are in the United States. That's really what Nintendo wants, is to get them hit in the United States. Changing those mechanics is frustrating what's called a good faith basis claim in US courts under US copyright law. So by Power World making those decisions to change things, to modify certain mechanics, that actually is frustrating them in the US. I know a lot of people think Power World was backing down, but they actually were being smart there. They were playing the long game. They're saying, hey, they're attacking us and they want our US customers. Look, if it ended up a situation where Power World was banned in Japan, that really wouldn't hurt their overall market. If they could still go to the US, Europe, Canada, everywhere else in the world, it's not really going to matter too much. The Japanese domestic market isn't going to make or break Power World. However, the US would. The US certainly would. So they frustrated them on that side. So Pokemon had to counter that because now their claims, their patent infringement claims are weak in their primary market. So they're saying, okay, let's try to change something up. Because, of course, Nintendo has a massive legal team, and they have been known, their tactic is to sue people until they're penniless, to go after them.
But they can't really do that to Power World because Power World already made a lot of money. So, like, they're kind of like two titans fighting it out now at this point.
Every speck of their legal resources to crush them. Very similar to Disney and other very, very large corporations that are kind of the industry leaders in their specific areas. So the mechanic they specifically modified is actually, it's kind of related to the gliding mechanic, but it's smooth switching of writing objects. So they went to the Japanese patent office
really
recently, and they changed the patent language regarding smooth switching of writing objects. Now, it's very interesting because they didn't make it more clear. They actually added a bunch of legal gobbledygook. We call it legalese, right? They just added some kind of extra superfluous language, including very ambiguous words like even when.
So not only if they take out the patent, they can change it at any time. That's bullshit.
Which isn't really used in, especially in patent drafting. I would rarely ever use even when in contract drafting. It's just something that you really don't use because there's other ways you can say things that creates more ambiguity. Now, why would they do this? Well, it's extremely rare to modify your patents, particularly.
I didn't even know you could once you filed it. I thought it was done. I didn't think you could just go in and modify anything.
Mid-litigation. It's not something you would normally do. It's a very odd move because if you're modifying your patent, what does that mean? Well, what does that mean? Shock Pikachu face. Nintendo is not doing good. Nintendo is actually thinking they're going to take the L. So they realize they not only have a weak case in the US due to the modifications, but they may actually lose their patents. Their patents could be declared invalid. So because of that risk, they're trying to throw out some confusion, some ambiguity, some delay. This is something very common in general as a litigation tactic, particularly if you have a lot of resources. What you try to do is win the procedural victory. Sometimes, let's say the smaller party has justice on their side. We're going to call that the substance of the law. The heart of the law is on the side of the small guy. It's on the side of the underdog. But the big guy has something the small guy doesn't have, and that's money.
Yeah.
And when you've got money, you can win a procedural victory. Often this happens by dragging out litigation so long, it becomes costly for the person on the other side.
That's why
party, and therefore they.
So that's why whenever you do a countersuit to somebody, even if you're on the defense, always countersue. I like countersue them for legal costs, countersue them for damages, straight up countersue them for everything you can. Because if they win, then they win. And what happens, happens. But if you win, if you just so happen to win, and you have to throw every dime you can at it, and you know that there's a good chance, like a chance you might win, then you've covered yourself. You don't have to stress about it as much.
They have to give up because they're literally being drained dry by litigation, and they cannot do it any longer. And that's what Pokemon is doing here. Now, I do think that Power World so far has seen that they have the wherewithal to get through this and not try to settle it out or get something.
No, I wouldn't settle it either. Fuck that. Take it to court. If there is even a chance they could win this, they need to take it to court.
Position. I think Power World may be able to fight this, but this is really bad news showing Nintendo doing this. It is an obvious intimidation tactic against small developers, indie developers, showing that Nintendo is committed to litigation and they will sue you all the way to Johto, right? If they feel like you are coming even close to anything Pokemon or
it doesn't even have to do with that. They saw that this company, Power World, made a way more successful Pokemon because they weren't bogged down by all these other writers and directors trying to keep it kid-friendly crap and micromanaging the player to the point where you couldn't even do anything. And they made all this money because they didn't have that implemented into the game. And Nintendo didn't like that because I don't know what it is with these big game developers, man. Like Sony's kind of bad for, is on the same boat for micromanaging its players. Like I'm micromanaging would be like, if something makes sense and it makes a mechanic easier to do, but then you can't do it, that's a micromanage. Like, if I could climb the ladder just to get, instead of having to platform over, if I see a ladder and I can just climb up the ladder to get to the top of the level, and they have made it to where you can't place a ladder down to get up there, that's micromanaging. They don't want you to do that. They want you to go through the BS. So many big companies do that. And they're doing this because they're jealous that Pal World made 5 times the amount of money off of an actually really good Pokemon style game as opposed to the actual Pokemon. In all honesty, it's embarrassing for Nintendo. Like, that should be a wake-up call for anyone who's a Nintendo kid. Straight up, like, that should be a wake-up call.
Or
there are better games you could play that are indie. There just are.
Market share, or even going on PC with something that's Pokemon-esque. It's really something that they're flexing, saying, hey, look, small creators, indie devs, we will sue you, we will drain you, we will fight this out. You may not be a Pal World. Maybe Pal World will win, and this is actually looking like Pal World may very well win this. But small guys will still crush you. So Nintendo being Nintendo, very interesting. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will catch you on the next.
That was a great one. That was a good one. Check him out, Legal Mindset. Go hit that like button. Boom. Look at that. Hey, check out that Legal Mindset. I'm going to use the bathroom before we keep going. All right, we bake. There we go. I'll take that. I'll take that. At least I can see it now. Sorry about that. I had to change something with one of the monitors. That's better. That's better. Okay. Let's get it. All right. We know we got to cover our daily Epstein stuff.
That Americans are paying attention to the recent revelations in the Epstein case. CNN chief data analyst Harry Enton now with what the numbers tell us about how the public and the president's base feel about the story that won't seem to go away.
Yep, that's right.
Interest in the Epstein files and the Epstein case is sky high, and the American public does not trust what the government is selling them. What are we talking about here? Is the government hiding?
Bro is reading this like he's reading off a graph, or not a graph, a map of the weather, dude. I love it.
Epstein's alleged client list. Get this, 69% of Americans agree that the federal government is, in fact, hiding Epstein's alleged client list versus just 6% who say that they are not. And get this, a majority of Republicans and Democrats do, in fact, agree on this issue that the government is hiding Epstein's alleged.
Oh, yeah. So you mean to tell me that Democrats and Republican senators agree that the government, that they agree that the government is hiding something? That should be a pretty big indicator to you that the people that work in the government are agreeing that they're hiding something in the government. Big fucking Oh my god, dude. How fucking stupid.
Client list. You can never get a majority of Republicans and Democrats to agree on anything, but they do agree on this particular issue. And perhaps not so surprisingly, you get a plurality of Democrats and Republicans agreeing that they are dissatisfied with the amount of information that the government has released so far. What are we talking about this? Well, we're talking about, if we look at Republicans and independents who lean Republican, 43% are dissatisfied with the amount of information released so far, compared to, get this, just 4% of Republicans who are in fact satisfied with the amount of information released so far by the federal government when it comes to the Epstein case.
How could you be satisfied with what's been done with the Epstein files so far? Literally nothing has been done with it. It hasn't been released. It needs to be released. Release these damn files.
Over here on this side of the screen among Democrats, get this, 60% of Democrats and independent-leaning Democrats.
These people down here are the people in the Senate that are on the list.
Are in fact dissatisfied with the amount of information released so far. And get this, just 3% of Democrats are in fact satisfied so far with the amount of information released. Now you see this, you see that the plurality of Republicans are dissatisfied. So how is it impacting President Trump's overall approval rating? Republicans who approve
it's definitely affecting his mood with how much he's been lashing out.
that Donald Trump is doing. Get this, in our CNN SSRS poll, it was 86% prior to this whole Epstein saga. Now, it's 88%. In fact, the percentage of Republicans who approve of the job that Donald Trump is doing has actually, if anything, climbed a little bit according to our CNN polling. How about Quinnipiac? 87%.
Big surprise. The president protects the senators, and the senators agree with it, and then they rise. Big surprise.
Before this whole Epstein saga started, approved of the job that Donald Trump was doing among Republicans. Now, it's 90%. So we see agreement between the CNN polling and the Quinnipiac polling. Yes, Republicans are not thrilled with how the government is responding to the Epstein case, but so far they are in fact not taking it out.
Well, at the end of the day, the government can be happy with itself all at once, but the people that put these people in power are not satisfied, and they should be very worried, these people in power, about what the next elections are going to look like.
Donald Trump, at least when it comes to his overall approval rating. Now, you might be asking yourself, why? Well, I think this nugget gives it all away. Republicans who said the nation's top issue was the Epstein case, get this, 0, 1 respondent, not 1%, one respondent of Republicans said that the nation's top issue was, in fact, the Epstein case. What we're dealing with is a public that is very much dissatisfied with how the government is responding so far to the Epstein case. A lot of folks, both on the right and the left, do in fact believe that the government is hiding Epstein's alleged client list. But yet, when it comes to his approval rating, Donald Trump's approval rating with the Republican base, so far they're sticking with him, because at this point, even if they believe the government is potentially hiding something,
they are the government. What the fuck are you talking about? They are the government.
Don't think it's all that important.
It is, of course, the story that
It's a good thing that the senators don't think it's all that important, because when the American people start voting out senators and getting people up in here that are going to release these files, then you're going to see how important it really is.
Trump just can't seem to shake as
That's crazy, dude. What the
calls
fuck?
grow louder from both the public and across the aisle for the Department of Justice to release more information in the Jeffrey Epstein case.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this could really help them if they release this. It shows a lot of transparency. It really helps out with, like, you know, the government's trust, people's trust with the government, because ever since COVID, it's been like non-existent, dude. Ever since the vaccines and not being able to, like, talk about COVID on YouTube, like, the distrust between Americans and the government is just crazy. And this is not helping. This is not helping at all.
Weekend, Mr. Trump calling the case the, quote, Jeffrey Epstein hoax, blaming Democrats and what he calls troublemakers for the controversy. Meantime,
that's crazy how he ran his entire election on releasing these files, and now it's just a big hoax. That is just crazy.
The growing number of lawmakers demanding action on a resolution co-sponsored by Kentucky Republican Thomas Massey and California progressive Ro Khanna. That push would force the full House to vote, yes or no, on releasing...
I didn't know asmongold was in the...
the Epstein case files. Among the co-signers, 16 lawmakers who typically would not agree on, frankly, much of anything, like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Marjorie Taylor Greene. Another co-signer, Republican Tim Burch of Tennessee, says the recent decision by the Trump administration to try to unseal grand jury testimony is just the beginning.
Bro, what is that?
On my bill to release the Epstein files, not only do I have Republican Thomas Massey, I got Marjorie Taylor Greene. I got Lauren Boebert.
I don't even understand why I'm still watching this. Bro, release the damn files. Americans aren't going to be satisfied with the crap that you keep saying, dude. Release these files. People want to know what happened and who's on it. Bullshit. All right, we got Charlie. Apparently, he's been held hostage by YouTube. So let's see.
It just goes insano style, where it'll just hold you hostage, feeding you the same video in your recommended section endlessly until you finally just throw in the towel after they've chipped away at you enough to just watch it just to get rid of the recommended. And a lot of times it has nothing to do with the content you've watched before. So like in many cases for
I have started to notice that as well. I don't know. It kind of feels like they changed some stuff up. I'm not going to complain because it could be the reason why I'm getting so many views now. But I will say that I've noticed that I'm starting to get more content from newer content creators and stuff like that, even though I have never seen their content. And I'm like, dude, what is this? Like, I'm getting podcasts now, and I'm like, dude, I don't even watch podcasts. Why is this popping up in my feed? I hate podcasts. They're so slow.
YouTube will just decide, Charles, you need to watch this video. So it plasters it front and center on the homepage. And anytime I watch a video, it's right there in the recommended, just constantly being shoved down my fucking throat.
Even if you hit the do not recommend, it'll still pop up. And then you go to press do not recommend and it's already grayed out. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, do not recommend this channel, and then it's grayed out.
How many times I leave the platform and come back over the course of a day, a week, doesn't matter. It's still there. It's like the bye-bye, man. Don't think it, don't say it, but it's always there. You can't escape it. YouTube, like, traps you in a genjutsu where all you see is this one video they really think that you have to see. And I know that this is not groundbreaking new information. YouTube's algorithm is all about trying to soul read you and keeping you hooked on the platform like it's fucking heroin here, so that way it's feeding you things that you always want to see. But in many cases, for me personally, a lot of what they are trying to serve me on the plate, like give me the spoonful telling me the airplane's coming in, is shit that I don't consume in the first place. And I don't know if something's changed.
Like they're trying to feed you new stuff to see if you like it.
Internally at YouTube, or if this is a common thing everyone else is experiencing as well, but I've been getting significantly more notifications to my phone telling me that channels I'm not subscribed to are uploading content that I'd never even watch in the first
I have not had that problem. What the hell?
place. Like, it's types of content that I'm not an avid viewer of. So I've been getting notifications like YouTube grabbing me by the shoulders, shaking me like, Charlie, you've got to see this. Did you know Wiley Shitterman just uploaded a new disposable camera review? And maybe it knows me better than I think it does. I guess credit where credit is due, because it does actually get me to click it sometimes. And I'll click it, and some of them have less than like 300 fucking views. It's like, how did YouTube even find this to try and give me a notification for it? But today, they gave me one that was so incomprehensible, it's made me want to talk about this whole subject and the video itself. It's this right here. For the last 6 or 7 hours, YouTube has decided that this is what I have to see. It is a video that's not even in English, and it's a guy eating food that's a little too crispy. Now, it is auto-dubbed, so I can at least kind of follow the plot here, like I'm not lost on the lore. It is so fascinating.
Good morning, everyone. This is the legendary Haneda Airport. It's already a legend. That's the theory. Look. See, it's a legend.
Okay.
So, this is also something I received today.
Now, I have to question the accuracy of the dubbing here, because there are some times that it is a real head-scratcher with the things that are being said, and I don't know if it's actually true to what the content creator here is trying to express. But this guy is really good. I ended up really liking this video. He's got his hair set up kind of like Mads Mikkelsen from...
Maybe there's like some new integrated system that makes it to where, based on prior people that you've watched and their expressions and how they do things, that it reads that and gives you people that have the same or exact expressions and behaviors.
Death Stranding, and it's just classic YouTube, like OG YouTube. He's going to eat an old-fashioned donut that unfortunately is a bit too crispy for his palate. And that's
I don't know about you, but I don't think a donut should be crispy. I thought it was just supposed to be bread and sugar. I don't know if eating a donut that's crispy is I never heard of that.
But as deep as it goes, it's quite an adventure. It's not... I haven't watched a donut review on YouTube or anything like that in recent memory.
That's weird.
I don't know why YouTube is showing me this
and it's
so
not even in English.
adamantly. It is very insistent on me watching this video, but I was captivated. Now, I'm assuming that the auto-dubbing is some kind of AI system that took the original video, which I imagine he was doing a voiceover for, and translates it to English automatically and has the text-to-speech guy here say it. I think this is all an automated system. I don't know if the YouTuber here set it up on his end or what, but my guess is the original video here, he is doing a voiceover in his native language, and then AI comes and dubs it over for the sake of serving me this video, I guess.
The packaging is surprisingly hard, isn't it? Usually, it takes a long time to open something like this. I have a lot of time. I'm going to open something like this.
That sounds like AI. This sounds like Miles in the backdrop going, I'm here. I'm already here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. If you need it, if you want to talk to me, I'm here. I'm here. Always here. Staying quiet, but I'm here. I'll be quiet. Don't worry. I'll be quiet. I'm definitely going to be quiet, but I'm here.
So, I'll put it in. I've warmed it up. Oh, wait.
That looks like poop. That doesn't look like a donut.
Yes. Furry.
It hurts my soul. His belt buckle is not where it should be. Move your belt buckle over your crotch, dude. That hurts my soul. It should be one line down the middle of your body. You've got the tie that leads to the belt buckle, and then you've got the khakis crotch. If I was a drill sergeant, they wouldn't pay me enough.
See what I mean with the dubbing feeling a bit odd? I don't think he was saying furry. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Why would he be saying furry while busting out the moves like this? The guy is grooving here. He's hitting like a full-blown routine. I don't think he'd just be saying the word furry over and over again. I have to imagine he was singing something that the dubbing couldn't quite make sense of, and for some reason it defaulted to just saying furry over and over again. Or I could be very wrong, and maybe this is like a viral dance, the furry dance, that I just don't know. It is entirely possible. I'm 30 years old. Maybe this one's just slid under my radar here. The only dances I know are fucking whipping nay and crank that soldier boy.
Today's frilly down is a little too rushed. It's too rushed. It's trying too hard to get the results.
It's trying too hard to get the... What does that even mean? Dude, what? It's trying too hard to get the results. How is that a donut? It looks like a bag of frosting.
It's already showing too much. It's already showing. I can't tell. It could be a little longer. But what are you talking about?
It is so fascinating because
weird.
It feels like the auto-dubbing robot is having an argument with itself, like it's full-blown malfunctioning here and it's starting to question its own existence. I don't know. This shit might even pass the Turing test because it seems like it's gaining sentience.
Here we go. Let's eat.
I thought this was supposed to be a donut. Where's the donut?
Like this, a couple. Oh.
I guess Asian donuts are just built different, I guess. What the fuck? Where's the donut?
It tastes like something I've never had before. It tastes like something I've never had before.
You said that already! Burn it with fire!
Yeah, what's in this?
Bro.
Oh, the spices are quite unique. Yeah. Oh, this is that. It's worth eating. Yeah.
The auto-dubbing sounds like
so fucking weird.
Like when you just spam talk to the same NPC in an MMO and they just keep saying the same voice lines over and over again really quickly. Like, it's weird because I have to imagine in the actual video, this is not even close to what he's saying. I don't think
he's not even saying anything. If you just look at his lips, he's not saying anything.
Repeating himself over and over again like that, just saying, yeah, what's in this? That's in this. That is that. Yeah, worth eating. Like, it sounds like TikTok NPC streamers or something. I don't think that the auto-dubbing did a great job here, but it's got me really interested in the video. Like, this is clearly not the old-fashioned donut. This is something else, and apparently it's quite delightful. He seems to be enjoying it. The auto-dubbing robot almost sounds like it's enjoying it too. Like, the umami is so powerful that even the auto-dubbing text-to-speech bot is...
I'm waiting for it to say, oh, daddy. I kid you not.
Fucking feeling the flavors.
This is worth eating. This is, like, really spicy, but it's not like anything else. It's not like anything else. Yeah. It's a really pleasant spice. Especially the refreshing feeling you get after eating it.
Oh, he's not saying anything. Jesus Christ.
Oh, this is legendary.
How long is this?
This is legendary. This is that. This is delicious. Well, saying it's delicious sounds a little cheap, but it's like something I've never had before because it's a spice that's new and innovative.
Holy shit, a new spice? Jesus. It's like discovering a new element on the periodic table. That's like a big deal. We need to check into this dish that he's consuming here, because a new spice, that's a game changer across the board right there. I feel like every spice has been fully explored, and if there's a breakthrough on the horizon, it's time we do some investigation.
It's like a type of curry that's breaking new ground. And it's legendary. So after work, I came to
So there's the donut.
Abba.
I guess.
This is an old-fashioned. I've always wanted to try
scary-ass looking donut.
This old-fashioned. This is a little bit off, but I have to go home early because I'm going to Sekigahara tomorrow. And by the way, I'm having Mitchell check something on YouTube right now, so I have to publish it.
Is this the top button supposed to be buttoned when you have a tie?
So now we move from our first chapter, the introduction here after it's hooked us into the plot, we now move to the old-fashioned donut. And he made a mention that Mitchell was checking something on YouTube, so he needed to publish this. I wonder if that's foreshadowing. Is Mitchell higher up in the YouTube food chain or something? Because whatever Mitchell did on the back end sent this directly to me in my fucking phone with a notification on this bad boy. Like, Mitchell's doing a good job of putting the
first-class delivery right there.
Blast out, getting some peepers on the old-fashioned plus the curry review here. Very strong work from Mitchell.
Let's eat. Oh. It's crispy. It's crispy. It's super crispy. Oh, this old-fashioned from Tarva is super crispy. Oh, this is it. Maybe I should try it once.
Heartbreak, as he bit into the old-fashioned that was cooked to a crisp, unsatisfactory.
Bro, I can't watch any more of this. This is ridiculous. Is that it? That's so weird. Is this supposed to be like a sweet tooth?
Subscribe to the channel and give
it... Oh, that's that. No, what? Channel. So checking out his main channel, you can see that he does have more videos like this, and it's a bit more popular, which is a...
That's weird, man. That's just weird. I don't know what to say. That's weird. And he got that on his, like, like, it came to his phone as, like, a notification? That's crazy. All right, boys, we got to watch some men get cooked. Let's go. They did the same thing whenever we first got to the academy. Dude, the first day, we had people up in our faces yelling at us. It's paramilitary. They treated it just like the fucking military, though, dude. Like, you stepped out of line, you got your ass fucking chewed the fuck out. You had, like, 4 people around you, including your captain. that would chew your ass the fuck out. I'm not gonna say that it's the same as the military. Obviously, the men that go in the military, them are some roughneck sons of bitches. Those are some mean boys right there. I got a little taste of it, and I kind of figured I probably should have joined the military whenever I was younger, dude. It probably would have changed my whole damn life, and I kid you not about that. But, like, I just didn't want to do it. I didn't want to serve the rich America. I didn't want to go off and fight some rich man's war. But, nah. It's crazy.
Basic training at Fort Benning, Georgia, officially known today as Fort Moore, spans approximately 10 weeks. It is recognized as one of the most demanding and rigorous training programs in the United States Army.
Yo, is it sad that I look at this and I'm like, dude, that looks so fun. I miss being in the academy. Do you miss being, like, in basic boot camp? Like, I miss it so much. I miss being able to, like, because, like, when you first get there, you don't know what to expect. And then whenever you get done with, like, the first day, and the first day turns into the first week, and the first week turns into the first month, and it just goes so fast. And now you've got a bunch of friends that you talk to, and you feel like you're doing something with your life. Back in 95, that's crazy, man. But, like, no, dude, I miss it so much. Because, like, I miss having that feeling of, like, you always got somebody that's watching your back no matter where you're at there. Like, has it?
Each year, over 60,000 recruits graduate from training here, preparing
Damn.
to serve with discipline, strength, and purpose.
Damn, they got camel packs too?
Upon arrival, new recruits are directed to the reception battalion. This is where the transformation begins.
We got a quitter already, drill sergeant.
Someone quit already? That's easy shit right there. Carrying them packs like that. As long as I ain't got to run real fast, dude, I could do that all day. That shit was so fun in the academy because they made us wear like 70-pound packs, weighted vests, like 70-pound weighted vests. But whenever I'd get home, I'd go in the garage and I'd close the door so that way it would get really fucking hot and humid in there. And I'd throw on like 100 pounds worth of weights on my shoulders and my ankles. And I would sit there and run in the garage like in circles, like not super fast, but I would jog run. And I would jog run, and I would jog run, and I would jog. Dude, I would do that shit until I'd collapse. It was just so fun to me, and I don't know why I left my ankle weights there. I wish I never left my ankle weights and my stuff there.
Within the first 72 hours, recruits receive their Army uniforms, undergo drug testing, and are issued their first set of essential gear, including boot camp supplies, identification tags, and protective equipment.
Now they booted up. They suited and booted, boys. They in that heavy shit now.
For decades, the infamous Shark Attack marked the chaotic start of training. But in 2020, the Army replaced this with a new event, the first 100 yards. This updated tradition emphasizes mentorship, leadership, and teamwork over fear-based intimidation, setting a more constructive tone for military discipline.
That's right, boys. Crawl! Crawl! Yo, I can't tell you how many characters in games that I would fucking do this to. I would run those motherfuckers until they died. In some of the games that I've played, I have been like, dude, how are you this badass killer and you can't run to save your fucking life?
Sleep is limited. Recruits average only 4 to 6 hours of rest per night as they adjust to the strict schedule.
Bro, I know that feeling too. Dude, what's crazy is I bet whenever you finally get some good rest, it feels so good. I bet you feel so, like, rejuvenated.
Schedule and unrelenting pace of Army life.
Pull yourself up, come on! You gotta be ready in case anything happens, man.
One of the most challenging parts of training is the obstacle course, designed to test physical strength, agility, endurance, and mental resilience. Recruits climb ropes, leap walls, balance across beams, and crawl beneath barbed wire.
Yeah, we had to do a certain amount of pull-ups. I always loved the dude. A lot of people couldn't use the monkey bars at like the parks and stuff. I loved the monkey bars, dude. They were so fun. I used to pull myself up through the center and I would sit on top.
All under timed pressure and watchful eyes. The U.S. Army's obstacle courses are modeled after...
I've never done that before. That looks like it sucks. For personal experience, I can say I've never done this, but it looks like it sucks ass.
Real combat conditions and emphasize cardiovascular fitness. Training can burn up to 600 calories per hour, making it one of the most effective full-body workouts.
That's crazy. They didn't get in trouble for that? How did I not get in trouble for that?
In military preparation. Each obstacle serves a purpose. The rope climb demands upper body strength and proper technique.
That looks fun.
The low crawl, moving under barbed wire, develops
Yeah, I was
grit
gonna say, I feel
and
like
the
that's an
ability
ass chewing from hell right there. Especially if they like actually put you as AWOL. Hell with that.
to stay low.
I'd be way too scared. I'd be way too scared of like getting my ass chewed out to do that. That's fucking crazy. They really thought they was gonna get away with that?
Fire. These military challenges have even inspired civilian races like Spartan Race and Tough Mudder, attracting thousands worldwide who want to experience a fraction of what soldiers endure. At Fort Moore, one of the final tests is the Derby Mile obstacle course, spanning a mile and featuring over 20 combat simulated challenges.
Bro, yo. What if I did an IRL stream to see how far I could get in that? Yo, I should do that one day. That seemed like it'd be so fun to do. It seems like it'd be hell, but it seems like it'd be so fun to do.
Come on, you love. Let's go, man. Let's go.
It
oh, man.
pushes recruits.
You on the ground. Come on, man. That's like the best part, being on the ground. Shit, you ain't even got to go plank. Just fucking crawl, man. That's easy.
To the edge of exhaustion, physically and mentally, proving they are ready.
Bro, you think you know you got it down bad? Because, like, every day we would do, like, some obstacles like that, but we'd be in bunker gear with masks on, and we'd be sweating so fucking bad in the Texas heat. And we'd be on it would be on a parking lot because our facility was in the middle of a fucking parking lot, right? And, like, dude, I cannot describe to you the feeling of whenever you get done doing 3 flights of stairs up and down in bunker gear, and then the instructor looks at you, and he's just like, all right, now pick that hose load up and go up 3 more times, and you're just like, fuck! All you can do is look up at the sky and be like, God, please. And pick that hose. That bundle was like 100 pounds. And it was like 30 pounds on top of the 70 of having your pack and shit on. And dude, it fucking sucked. Like being on the ground, I wish that I could have been on the ground. But that's not having to do a mile though. So like, fuck that. That's crazy.
Combat.
Go. And that's probably after they do a run in the mornings too, huh? To have to wear the full mop suit if there's a chemical. Yeah, dude. It's crazy.
Another unforgettable milestone is the gas chamber exercise, typically
Yo!
conducted during week 3 of
Oh,
basic
that looks
training.
like it sucks.
This drill teaches soldiers how to properly use the M50 gas mask in a simulated chemical attack scenario.
Yep.
The gas used is CS gas, short for chlorobenzylidine malonitrile, a form of tear gas that causes intense eye, nose, and throat irritation, along
You
with
think there's somebody out there that could actually get sprayed with this shit and be fine? Like, if they, like, really try to, like, get used to it, you think they actually could? Like, if they like, kept gassing themselves every day, do you think they would either die or do you think they'd get used to it and it wouldn't faze them anymore? I think that'd be kind of badass.
coughing and skin discomfort. Soldiers enter the chamber with masks on, perform light exercises to increase heart rate, and then are ordered to remove their masks.
That's crazy. That little thing right there. That little thing right there causes this. That's crazy. Really.
The experience is deliberately uncomfortable, triggering panic-like symptoms. Yet it is precisely designed to build trust in their equipment and teach composure under pressure. The M50 gas mask provides 99.97% protection against airborne threats,
You know what the best protection against airborne threats is? SCBA, baby. Closed self-contained breathing apparatus. SCBA. Firefighter's choice of weapon.
Particulates and chemical agents.
Hey, Joey, not you. That plane split up.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, we weren't allowed to take our masks off whenever we were in fires because of cancer.
Exposure to CS gas typically lasts less than a minute, with symptoms subsiding
I bet that shit feels like an hour when you get hit with that.
within 15 to 30 minutes after exiting the chamber. The gas chamber drill also serves a critical purpose, testing the proper seal of a gas mask. If the mask is worn incorrectly, the CS gas will immediately penetrate the seal, causing intense discomfort.
Bro, I bet that's a great way
Despite
to clear
its severity,
sinuses.
CS gas is not lethal. Its effects, burning eyes, coughing, and difficulty breathing, typically subside within 15 to 30 minutes after exiting the chamber.
Bro, you know the guys in there with the gas mask still on, just got big old smiles on their face. You know they enjoying this. You know those instructors are in there laughing at them. You know it.
Drinking water immediately after the drill is strongly discouraged, as it can spread the chemical residue throughout the mouth and throat,
Oh, God.
worsening symptoms.
That way, Private. That way. Flap your arms. Flap your arms. Flap your arms.
Some soldiers may experience mild skin irritation or a lingering
Why are
cough
they
for a
flapping their arms? What's that about?
few hours post-exposure.
I know that
However,
if you raise your arms and you keep them up in the air, it helps with breathing, but why are they flapping them? That's weird. What's that about?
these effects are temporary and fade quickly with time and fresh air.
Let's go. Open your eyes. Open your eyes.
Chemical warfare training of this kind is not unique to the Army. Similar exercises are conducted across all branches of the U.S. military, including the Marine Corps, Navy, and Air
That
Force,
looks like
to ensure
sucks.
every service member is prepared to operate under chemical threat conditions.
I really sucked.
That sucked.
Another core skill learned at Fort Moore is rappelling. The rappel tower.
Yo, I'm a big bitch when it comes to that. The tower that we had at the academy had rappelling. I think we did it once. We only were required to do it once. I ain't even gonna lie, dude. It fucking sucked. It fucking sucked. And what sucks even more is that the person before me was a little bitch about it. So, like, I just wanted to do it and get it over with. But I kid you not, it took them like 5 minutes. And I'm like, dude, I just want to get this over with. Please, get out of the damn way!
40 to 60 feet tall, simulates descending buildings, cliffs.
And the reason why is if you have to do, like, rescues on the side of a building as a firefighter, you need to know how the rappelling stuff works, and you need to know what kind of knot to use. Because if you fall to your death, you know, it's going to be on you.
Or helicopters during operations.
Having fun, aren't you? Yes, sir.
Soldiers practice both backward and Australian, face-first, rappelling techniques, learning to trust their gear, manage fear, and control descent using proper form, brake hand techniques, and emergency stopping positions.
They made us do that as well. They made it to where we had to, we would climb up the ladder and we would, like, clip in, and then they were like, dangle, and I'm like, but I don't wanna. And they're like, boy, you better dangle, and I'm like, I'm dangling. Please. Please don't hurt me. Bro, dangling as a firefighter with all that shit on, it sucks when you gotta come back up. Because you gotta hit them core muscles, man. I was like, oh! You can't have a big stomach with all that shit on, dude. It sucks.
The tower prepares soldiers for real-world vertical movement, especially during airborne missions or urban warfare.
Come on, guys.
Instructors ensure that soldiers learn proper hand positioning, footwork, and descent speed control before attempting the full rappel tower.
Alright, but if he's lefty, just on the opposite side, okay?
The brake hand is the most crucial aspect of rappelling. It controls the speed of descent and prevents uncontrolled falls. Soldiers must master the T-brake position, a technique that enables them to stop mid-descent in case of emergencies or obstacles.
That's cool.
The first descent is often the most challenging for new recruits, as it demands both physical courage and mental discipline.
Oh, do they actually have to fall? Well, I don't know if I like that at all. I don't think
However,
I could do that.
repeated attempts
It's
build
different whenever I'm, like, strapped into something. I don't think I could just let go like that.
confidence, efficiency, and control.
Okay, no, okay.
Developed by Australian commandos, the face-first rappel improves landing zone visibility, boosts situational awareness, and builds confidence under pressure.
I absolutely hated in the fire service whenever they have the big ass ladder truck and they would extend that shit all the way up. It sways at the top, dude. It sways like crazy at the top. And then, like, as you get higher and higher up towards the thinner parts at the very top, the back of the ladder, it's see-through. And for the like, once you get to the very fucking top, it's just a ladder. There's nothing else up there other than the bucket, dude. Bro, like, I hated every time I'd get up there, I'd be shaking, dude. I'd be like, oh, and it'd be swaying back and forth. And they're just like, you gotta touch the top. And I'm like, you gotta touch the top. And I'm like, there you go. They're like, no, both hands. Okay, come back down. Bro, it sucks so bad. It sucks so bad because they wouldn't let you get into the bucket. They would just let you touch it, so that way it's the act of going up and down. Like the thing would extend to like I think 150 feet. How tall is a standard ladder truck length? 105. I think the one that they had at the station was 75. And the one that I had at my job was 105. Because I was like, whenever I got to the top of it, I was like, why did that feel way worse? It is not. It's fun,
Rifle
but it's
training
not
is
fun.
a cornerstone of basic
Because
training.
you don't realize how high up you are until you get to the part where you can see through the rungs and all you see is horizon and you're like, oh God, oh God, oh God. Because you see everything. You see the roads, you see down, you see up. Because up until you get to the last ladder portion, it's all like kind of blocked. Like you've got sides, and you've got like an actual platform behind it. But that last rung at the very top, those assholes knew what they were doing when they made that truck. They knew what they were doing, and they're dicks for doing it. You feel completely safe up until you get to that last rung. And then you're just like, oh God, my stomach. Oh!
Where soldiers are taught marksmanship,
Oh,
weapon safety, and
I
real
would love to do that.
world combat shooting techniques. The primary weapon used in U.S. Army rifle training is the M4 carbine, a 5.56mm, gas-operated, magazine-fed rifle capable of semi-automatic and 3-round burst fire.
Yo! It's gas
The
powered?
M4A1
Is it really?
variant features full automatic capability.
How's that even possible? How's that even... Huh.
Soldiers learn the 4 fundamentals of marksmanship: a steady shooting position, proper aiming, controlled breathing, and smooth trigger squeeze.
I've never shot one of those. I'd love to shoot one
Zeroing
of
a
those.
rifle, adjusting the sights so rounds hit the target at known
used to
distances,
have the
typically
M16.
25
I was gonna say, would it have been like an older model?
meters, is a crucial step before qualification. To graduate rifle training, recruits must pass the range qualification course,
Yep,
engaging
M4.
targets from 50 to 300 meters in a variety of shooting stances.
Apparently, some people can actually pick this weapon up and use it while moving forward. I'd imagine you gotta be a pretty big dude to do that.
Standing, kneeling, and prone.
Damn, that thing kind of shoots
Performance
a little
earns
smooth.
one of 3 marksmanship badges: marksman, sharpshooter, or expert, depending on accuracy and consistency.
Damn. So whenever you get to this point, can you like... So once you get here, does that mean that you can like take the gun out whenever you want before you actually get tested on it and shoot it as much as you want? Or like, how does that work? Do you get like time in between to just practice with it? I mean, like, let's be honest here, practice makes perfect.
Live fire exercises add
tiny
realism, simulating battlefield conditions where recruits engage multiple targets under strict time constraints.
You don't. That's crazy. Oh, shit. So you actually got to carry the saw. No shot. Yo, the first time I ever heard of Hitler's buzzsaw, dude, I was like, that is a badass name. That's what kind of made Call of Duty so good, is you would hear Hitler saw, and then you would see people getting mowed down by what sounded like a fucking hacksaw. And I was like, holy shit. And it was like loud, and it was in your ears. And it like, it's just kind of sad to see how far it's fallen. It really is. Hey, what is that? that like laser tag? What is this?
M4 carbine has an effective range of up to 500 meters.
Oh, it's a, okay, I know exactly what this is. I've actually just saw a short about this. So whenever the bullet hits this little peg in here, it turns it into like a beanbag, but it does have live rounds, from what I understand.
And is versatile in both close quarters combat and medium range engagements.
Maybe not. Maybe they're duds.
Weapon training in the Army expands beyond the...
Maybe they're not duds. Maybe they'll... Is that like a bullet catcher? That's kind of what that looks like. It looks like a bullet catcher. That looks like they're firing real bullets. There's shells on the ground.
M4, to include a wide array of firearms, explosives, and tactical combat techniques.
Yeah, those are shooting out actual rounds, I think. Not like actual bullets, but like... This guy's got a grenade launcher on his. Hey, clear!
Shotguns, such as the Mossberg 500.
Maybe this is live practice. They've got the big tip on there, so that way you know where it's at all times. Maybe this is live practice.
An M26 modular accessory shotgun system.
Yo, I don't even want to imagine how much trouble you get in for crossing like that. Like if he didn't lower his weapon and he crossed, I don't even want to picture the amount of shit that they would get for doing that.
Used for breaching doors and close-range defense, particularly in urban warfare.
Just powder? Okay.
Anti-tank training includes the FGM-148 Javelin and AT-4 rocket launchers.
Javelin.
Powerful systems capable of neutralizing
Oh my
armored
god, I'd love to shoot a fucking javelin, dude. I would love to shoot a javelin. Hell, I'd settle for an RPG. I want something that blows up, makes big boom.
fortified enemy positions. Machine gun training involves learning to operate the M240B and the M249 SAW, both of which deliver suppressive firepower in support of infantry squads.
Damn!
In grenade training, soldiers handle M67 fragmentation grenades.
I can't tell you how many shorts I've seen of them like jacking that up and not throwing it right.
Throwing techniques, how to take cover, and how to use explosives effectively during assaults. Casualty care and medical training are vital components
they're
of both
doing,
basic
what's it called? They're doing triage, right?
and advanced combat instruction, ensuring every soldier can provide life-saving aid under fire.
I think everybody should do that. I think everybody, even cops, even normal people, should go through training before they leave high school to just give basic medical aid. How to do CPR, how to do like just basic things. You know how many people's lives would be saved from that? You would be surprised how many people would remember how to do CPR even though they haven't done it in a long time. There's some people that get out of college and they know how to do out of like normal high school, and they still know how to do a lot of things they did in high school.
Troops are trained in Tactical Combat Casualty Care, or TCCC, a standardized approach to battlefield medicine based on the MARCH protocol: massive hemorrhage, airway, respiration, circulation, and hypothermia prevention.
Okay. That's new to me. I've never heard of that one. Kind of surprised they didn't teach that to us whenever I went through EMT. There wasn't even a reference to it. That's kind of interesting.
Medics train with advanced tools like hemostatic dressings, such as QuickClot, that promote rapid clotting and halt severe hemorrhaging in seconds.
And look at all those bald men. Yo, you know, low key, whenever I was going through the academy, my hair was the same way, dude. I didn't even try to like style it or anything. I was like, no, I'm done with that, dude. It's too fucking hot. I just shaved it all off. It felt great, dude.
Soldiers also learn to perform needle chest decompression to treat tension pneumothorax, a leading cause of death from blast injuries and gunfire to the chest.
That's crazy.
Airway management training includes the use of nasopharyngeal airways, allowing unconscious casualties to breathe and survive until
dude, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I wouldn't let them stick that shit. They would not. They would. It'd be the military though, so I wouldn't have a choice. I don't. There's no way I could do that.
further care arrives.
I could not be that guy, dude. Stop pushing it in, bro. Whenever they gave me the fucking COVID test, dude, it sucked so bad. It hurts so fucking bad.
Evacuation drills are performed under simulated fire, where soldiers practice carrying wounded comrades using the fireman's carry, drag techniques, and stretchers. Recognizing the signs of shock, pale skin, rapid heart rate, and disorientation is critical. And soldiers learn to treat it using fluid resuscitation and proper positioning.
I could do that.
Combat medic training also includes applying chest seals, pressure bandages, and combat gauze to stabilize patients for evacuation.
Yep. Bro, look at that. They're like a fucking highly oiled machine. Look at the way they're doing that. Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about.
Are conducted where recruits must triage, prioritize, and provide care to multiple wounded soldiers while under stress, testing their leadership, resilience, and decision-making. Buddy aid is emphasized across all ranks, ensuring every soldier, regardless of role, can administer basic first aid to a fellow service member when medics are not immediately available.
That's beautiful.
Graduation from
man, look at those highly tuned, oiled sons of bitches, man. Look at them. They are ready. They're killing machines. That's what I'm talking about.
Recruits' official transition.
Yeah, they can hurry up and wait, because ain't nothing happening.
Into the United States Army.
Yo, low key, now that they're not like in Afghanistan anymore. Like if I was any of the servicemen that were there now, and I was still young like that, I would be trying to get every rank I could. Man, look at those badass.
If you're enjoying this,
that's what I'm talking about, dude. That was good stuff. Hell yeah. Hit that sub button on them. Go ahead and give them a like. That was good stuff. That was good stuff. Nigel recommended that one, so hell yeah. Some Republicans break ranks demanding all Epstein files be released.
This morning, the firestorm over the Trump...
This should have been a few hours ago. 5 hours ago. This was this morning. This literally just happened.
Administration's handling of the Jeffrey Epstein investigation is not going away.
Nope.
Now, a greater push for transparency as some congressional Republicans break ranks to join Democrats to push for a vote to release the files on the convicted sex offender. The resolution would carry no legal weight, but shows the outrage some lawmakers feel from their
Because there are some people that aren't on those files that know damn good and well that these files need to be released.
Base.
This town does not give up its secrets easy.
President Trump ordered the Justice Department to request the release of grand jury transcripts related to Epstein. But that could take time, requiring a federal judge's approval. And legal experts say the transcripts may not reveal any new details and likely only cover a fraction of the evidence gathered. Democrats are slamming the president for trying to shift the blame.
So the president blaming Democrats for this disaster, Jake?
It's funny how he blames the Democrats, and you've got Republicans breaking rank to go to the Democrats just so they can agree to release these files. Bro's getting cooked. He just don't know it yet.
Is like that CEO that got caught.
We're pushing pressure, boys. Keep the pressure up.
On camera blaming Coldplay.
Trump gave the order to his Justice Department to release the grand jury transcripts just hours after the Wall Street Journal reported on a letter Trump allegedly sent Epstein for his birthday in 2003. ABC News has not confirmed the existence of the letter. Trump is now filing a $10 billion defamation lawsuit against
$10 billion, dude, come on.
The paper, including its conservative owner, Rupert Murdoch. In the lawsuit, Trump alleges the Journal, quote, falsely claimed that he authorized, drew, and signed a letter to Epstein containing salacious language with a hand-drawn naked woman which was created with a heavy marker, and that no authentic letter or drawing exists. Dow Jones, the parent company of the Wall Street Journal, says they are standing by their reporting.
They must have the letter. They must know it exists.
Epstein's former lawyer says Epstein's co-conspirator, Ghislaine Maxwell, should testify before Congress, saying, quote, she knows everything. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
That's crazy. Ooh, we cooking them, boys. We cooking them. We cooking them. All right. We got 2 left. Let's go. So Pirate Software, I don't know if you know, but he has new allegations saying that he's been falsifying his hype trains with his own money. And that this could be a bannable offense on Twitch.
Pirate Software has opened the door to fraud allegations after a leaked DM shows some controversial behavior regarding his mod, bit donations, hype trains, and we're going to get into that today.
He just can't stop cooking himself. That's just all there is to it. Bro lives to be cooked.
The Legal Mindset. Of course, I'm Andrew Esquire, American attorney in this Legal Mindset. We teach you to be your own judge in a fast facts format.
From what I understand, he's actually an attorney, so he knows quite a bit about law.
Dirty version of the latest news. So Pirate Software has been in the internet news over the past, 3, 4, 5, 6 months for various things that he has been doing. But now we have him actually getting caught in something where there could be real legal liability. Now, to be very clear, we are not addressing the drama today. So we're not going to talk about how he got his party killed in WoW and how he failed to even give a basic apology and say, hey, look, listen, this was really my fault. I could have done more
Don't
here.
forget about Stop Killing Games.
Not try to deflect it, not try to blame everybody equally, but just take responsibility and own up. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about any of the fig tree allegations and whatever he did with the ferret. That's between him and the ferret. We're also not talking about Stop Killing Games, although we did talk about that on a previous episode, and you can tune back and catch my Stop Killing Games commentary. However, one thing we are going to talk about is this fall in.
Oh, that's fucking rough. To see that number in the negative is rough, brother. To see this number in the negative is rough. Ooh. Ooh.
Subs, because a lot of this does have to do with the fact that Pirate Software, due to all of these controversies, is hemorrhaging subs.
Yeah.
And when you are hemorrhaging subs, and I'll bring this up again at the end, this opens you up to a lot of potential problems from people that used to be supporters.
Yep.
So obviously in the over 104,000,
you have to keep in mind that, like, not only did they stop watching you, but they went out of their way to unsubscribe to you, which is a huge thing.
People as of date over the last just 30 days losing over 104K followers.
Oh, it's watch hours, dude. Jesus.
amongst those certainly are some whales, some people that donated a lot to his channel and now feel really, really hurt or feel betrayed by Pirate Software. And whenever you have that happen, not only are you going to have more people paying attention to your channel, more people looking for you to make mistakes, more people logging what you're doing, but you're also increasing potential liability because
a lot of this has to do with the fact that he sat there and he like humble bragged himself to fame. Oh, my dad, I'm the first, second generation, Blizzard, worked in Blizzard. Bro, you worked in customer service with Blizzard. Jesus Christ, calm down. Apparently his, from what I've read in my comments, apparently the, DEFCON medals that he got were also fake from hacking. Apparently he also fakes making the game on stream, like the coding of the game. He also fakes that. Apparently, he fakes quite a bit, and allegedly, his game's not very good either. I'm not going to play it because I'm not going to spend money on it, but a partial from being review bombed, it also is not very good, from what I understand.
One of those people, any of those people that donated a lot, that felt they gave a lot, might have
and then
claimed
it just like one thing after the other with this guy between the allegations of like abuse and then the way he reacted to Ross's Stop Killing Games initiative. Like, the guy's a bad character trying to paint himself as a golden angel, and it's not working. It's not working, dude.
Or cause if you end up slipping up and they felt misled, and that might generate some sort of
no, that's what happens when you lie to everybody. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to my audience. I'm a fucking piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit that's gonna call another piece of shit a piece of shit because it takes one to know one. But you know what? At least I can sit here and be honest. I don't have to sit here and lie and say I'm all these things. I'm a poor, useless piece of shit. I have been born and raised as a poor, useless piece of shit when I'm trying to change that. Shit. And what's crazy is as a firefighter, I did more for a different community that wasn't mine than most people do in their entire lives. If you serve in the military, you have done more service than all these dumbass retards that get online and make comments on people's chats. What's great is one of my comments in my video was telling me, learn welding, and I was like, learn welding? I immediately, I was like, oh, I got you. I was like, nah, I made more money whenever I was a firefighter. Thanks, though. Never heard a fucking comment from him again. I pinned that shit on the video.
Action.
Fuck out of here,
and
man.
that's something
you don't know what people think or feel. You don't know what this guy's going through in his day-to-day life. You don't know what Pirate Software is going through on his day-to-day life. Stop acting like you know these people. You don't know these people. Now, there are some that are really transparent. I probably would be one of them because I don't really give a fuck. I don't have a family like that. My mom's dead. She was an abusive piece of shit. My fucking, I told my dad when I was 6 I never wanted to see him again because he was a lying piece of shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't have any grandparents. They're dead. I don't have anybody. It's just me. So, like, I don't really have anything to hide. I got shit, man.
Might have here today.
It just amazes me that people like this, they try to paint themselves on such a fucking high horse or fake their wealth or do something stupid, and it ends up alienating the whole fucking audience because they're just retards. Stop doing this. Stop painting a false picture. It's stupid, and you're gonna get found out. You don't have a reason to lie. You're going to get found out.
So let's get into it. What happened? So Pirate Software, while live, accidentally showed a DM with his moderator. That DM shows that his mod was purchasing bits to extend Pirate's hype train. Now,
it is crazy that this bro can't even hide this, yet somehow he hacks. Apparently, he got hired and was hacking and being flown all over the country to hack things. Sure.
Twitch thing, and we're over here on YouTube. We only have hype trains and you guys smashing the like button and commenting on the video, which is always appreciated. But that's a particular mechanism at Twitch.
Yeah, whenever we get them new games coming out, man, we gonna be playing them new games. I think the next one is Wu Chung Fallen Feathers. So we'll probably be taking at least an hour outside of the reaction stuff to play like at least once on stream. I can't dedicate as much time as I did before to gaming, dude. It just doesn't have the views on YouTube. It just doesn't. I want to so bad, but it's not gonna go anywhere. I tried for so many years to make gaming go somewhere. It just won't happen, man.
Twitch and
but I'm gonna play it regardless. I'm gonna play at least one like one in stream of it.
Software has actually been known for breaking that record repeatedly. In fact, only recently, I believe the VTuber Vidal Neurosam.
That's why it matters, is because he Pirate Software. So what happened was Pirate Software has a head moderator. I think it was called, like, I don't know his name. We're gonna call him Tom for right now. And what was happening is, so he had broke the Hype Train world record once, and Hype Train is a Twitch thing. So you donate, and the Hype Train keeps going, and then you donate more, and it keeps going. And what he had done was he had his top moderator, Tim. We're gonna call him Tim. He paid his top moderator, or used the top moderator to buy like bulk bits. And what happened was whenever the Hype Train would get too low, he would have his moderator pay for it, and then in return, Pirate takes the bit money and he gives it back to the moderator to keep the train going, which is technically, you know, it should be against the rules.
His record, but previously he'd been setting records as related to this Hype Train. So it's something that, you know, as a channel, if you're setting records, you're typically pretty proud of that. Now it appears his DM with his moderator, it appears his DM was purchasing bits to extend Pirate's Hype Train.
Yep.
Now, by and in and of itself, and we're going to see that with the terms of service, etc., that probably wouldn't be a problem if the moderator was doing that on their moderator account, right? And the moderator was just, as a moderator, going and donating those bits.
Yeah.
However, it was beyond just the moderator doing it. The moderator was donating them not with their main account, but with an alt account, which the mod made Pirate aware of, and which presented itself not as the mod, but as a friend of the mod, as a separate person who was not the mod.
Oh yeah, that's
which
right.
Is not true.
Okay, so the same person, the Tim character, I don't know what their name is, but that person had made a separate account to do it, so that way it wouldn't be linked back to them.
We're going to see that right today. So I'm going to pull up the actual footage for this. Of course, if you want to catch the full analysis, right, the full breakdown, you can always catch the full version on my live. So here is Pirate Software, and this is the moment in which he was caught in 4K showing the DM. So here's him during gameplay.
That doesn't look like 4K. That looks like 1080 PP.
Head between them and go full burr mode and make what?
Okay, so here's where he pulls it up, and this is the screenshot. We're gonna go into it. I'm gonna read it through, but here's the screenshot,
God,
and you can see how
like shit. I can't even see that.
How quickly he's gonna click away from this. He's just gonna try to clear this out because obviously this does not look good for him.
So this is him.
How did he think he got away with this? Did he really think he got away with this?
Up on stream here, and I'll just go ahead and let the rest of it play, as you guys will see that this is indeed Pirate Software. You can see his messages between Kronos, the ones that we were just showing you. And
I
then
wonder what his excuse for doing this is going to be.
To watch.
So you can see he's got it up here. He's going to click away, right? He clicks away pretty quickly, right, to get over here. And by the way, another thing, big credit to Quinn Theo. I'm going to tag his video in the video below.
Quinn Theo is the one that caught all of this. In the video that I made on Saturday or Sunday, it was Sunday. I did link his channel in my description. I linked the @ and then the actual video. So you could either click the @ to follow or subscribe him, or you can click the link to the video and watch the video. Great video. Bro really thought it out, put it together.
Bringing this up and for making this
Legal Mindset
presentation and kind of collecting this together.
Follow him,
but in that screenshot, we have some pretty damning proof that he was talking with the moderator in order to engage in this behavior. So let's look at this here. I'm going to read through this for you guys so you get it. So Pirate Software says, let me know if you do. Bits is going to be the best way to do it due to the return if you need to save it. So what he's talking about is, what is the most efficient way for you to buy these bits and then extend the Hype Train? And the return would imply that he's going to get money back, that he's going to get reimbursed.
Yeah.
So that implies that as this moderator is donating, Pirate Software is going to pay him back for what he gets. So it's going to be returned to him. So he's going to get, as Pirate Software says, like an 82% return. See, T3s might be better, don't know. Bits is 82% return when you buy them in bulk. Have you bought any? He says, I've done 100.
Tier 3 is a tier 3 subs. Might be better. Don't know. bits at 82% return. So if you buy like, I think it's like $300 worth of bits, it's like 25,000 bits. You get like a percentage of it back. So like, for example, if you bought a tier 1 sub, it's like a 50-50 between the content creator and the platform Twitch. But if you buy a tier 3 sub, it is like, I think it's like 75% goes to the content creator, and then whatever's like 25% goes to the platform. So what they're trying to do is they're going to take the bits is 82%. So if you spent $300 on bits, you would have 82% of that going to the content creator, which he could then reimburse the other person, right? The person that spent the money. He can just give that money back because he got 82% of that money back. So we can just give him the 300 back, and they can keep repeating the cycle to keep the hype train going as long as other people are joining in on the hype train. That's what's going on here.
100 T1s on my personal, ready to do 40 T3s on my alt, can do bits instead or both. Did 50K bits at 20 seconds left. So saying he extended the hype train with 50K bits when there were 20 seconds left. Okay, what is the alt? Serendipitous Bean.
That's
Remember
the
that
alternate account that, and it also shows the Serendipitous Bean Twitch account gifting the 50K bits. So
name, Serendipitous Bean, it's going to come up. Where's the beef? And then he goes on to say, didn't mention this to the mods either. Now the challenge is to clear the queue. The queue is referring to his kind of backup TTS queue, which he has to clear or it's donated to charity. But the more important thing is this Serendipitous Bean. And here's this profile here and this information courtesy of Guy on Twitter. So thank you, Guy.
Apparently one of his moderators ratted him out as well. So one of his own moderators turned on him whenever this came out, and he was like, nope, here you go. Here's the information.
This was the description here of Serendipitous Bean. IRL friend of Kronos. So Kronos is the main moderator.
This should be the actual, like, what the text to chat said whenever he donated the 50K bits.
Excited that they are free from corporate. Love your stream and what you do for the people here. There aren't many cooler supportive streamers left once they get big like this. Stay cool, bud, and tell Kronos that Ben sends their regards. So this person is clearly painting themselves as not Kronos, not the moderator, but a separate.
The moderator's name is Kronos. The moderator, that Tim that I had emphasized earlier, is Kronos. That's the moderator that set all this up. This is also him chatting about himself in the donated bits.
IRL friend of this moderator, which is extremely deceptive, if you ask me. Now, how does this convert to a legal issue? Well, there's 3 potential legal questions, and these were brought up also by Quinthio in his very good video, which once again, I'm going to link in the comment below. He brought up the first 2. I'm introducing a 3rd one here. So the first one is Twitch terms of service. Then we have federal law violations.
Yeah, I didn't know that this was illegal. I had no idea this was illegal. That's crazy to me. That kind of blows my mind that there could be legal repercussions for this.
State law violation. So let's look at the Twitch terms of service. So obviously Twitch has a terms of service. There's many things you can and cannot do, but one thing they have is called a bit acceptable use policy. So you're supposed to use bits in a certain way. You're supposed to behave like a normal contributor and not do certain impermissible things. Like, for example, you can't solicit bits in exchange for money or donations.
That has to do with people getting, so like I actually have had a lot of people do this to me on my Twitch account, where they'll stop in for a stream and then they'll sub to you, right? And then they'll send you a private message and they'll be like, oh man, how long have you been on the platform? It's always the same tactic. It's always the same tactic. How long have you been on the platform? What, talk to my friend. He can help you grow. And then the friend's like, oh, well, if you give me money, then I can, help you grow. And it's like, it's a scam. And what they do is they take the money you give them, and then there's also another version of it where they'll tell you, hey, if you give me money, I can help you grow your channel, where they're trying to play like some kind of specialist that promotes your video. But what they're doing is they're getting bots. They're gonna use your money to get bots. And I don't know what the long-term goal of this is. I don't know. maybe they like use a percent of the money and then they buy bots to start watching your channel. And then what they do is, it keeps growing, right? And I would assume at some point either they take a percent of your channel or something. I don't even know what the long-term goal of it could be, but it's to prevent people from doing that. So you can't like pay people to, you know, help promote your Twitch channel or your YouTube channel. It's bannable. Don't do it. It's stupid.
That's one thing.
It's fake anyway, because the minute you stop giving them money, they're just gonna leave and then they're gonna stop paying for the bots. Like
Can't provide
so
items
stupid.
or services that are sort of associated with monetary value in exchange for bits. And a big thing here, and this is one that I think he has to really watch out for, is selling, offering to sell, trading, bartering, or transferring bits to other users in exchange for real or virtual currencies. So if this mod is using these bits and transferring them to Pirate Software, and Pirate Software is converting that to cash and paying him back, that would appear to violate the TOS. Beyond that, you cannot use the bits to engage in any fraudulent, criminal, or otherwise unauthorized activity, soliciting or receiving bits for any fraudulent or any other criminal activity. That could be a problem because of the nature of what they did, because they engaged in a kind of fraud there where you were having a sock puppet account, a fake account, an alt account, right? That is donating these bits, pretending to be a friend instead of a mod. Now, understand that a mod can very well be perceived as an agent or an employee of the streamer. So if a mod goes out and does something on the streamer's behalf, they are an agent. And the streamer is what's called the principal. That's principal agent theory. And a principal can be liable for the actions of their agent. If you tell somebody to go out and do something, and certainly if you're compensating them or reimbursing them for that, they are your agent. So it's as if the streamer was doing this. So it's as if Pirate Software was engaging in this. And in this case, it's doubly damning because he shows he knows this. He was told this and he didn't say, don't do that. He didn't say, well, that might be against TOS. He says, well, that's kind of shady.
Well,
no.
I mean, let's be honest here. He's most likely used this several times. And it's funnier because when Tectone reacted to this, he said something that I kind of already knew about a lot of content creators. Like, you would be surprised how many of them use bots to up their views to get more money. And how many of them actually do this for hype trains. You would be surprised how many people do this. Because the thing is with Twitch and how it works is the more views you get, the higher up on the food chain it goes. So like, what better way to move highest up on the food chain than to just bot the shit out of your account? But be aware, if they know or they figure out, if Twitch figures out that you're botting your account, they will permaban your account. It will be gone.
He's like, okay, great. He's like, okay, fine. In fact, he's strategizing on the best way to do this, which is...
And rightfully so, because you're fucking cheating, and you're a piece of shit for doing it. But it just kind of amazed me that Tectone would go out of his way to say, well, you'd have to, if you're mad at one person, you'd have to be mad at a bunch of people. And I was just like, you got to be kidding me. Like, how deep? It's kind of like the Call of Duty cheating. It's like everyone cheats. Like, come on, man.
Once again, not a very good look when we're coming to allegations of fraud. So let's continue here. We have federal, oh no, sorry. Let me go back here. With the terms of service, some people allege, and this is more of a kind of niche allegation here, but some people do allege, and this is something that I believe one of the lawyers brought up for this, was that, well, this is something that there might be a separate contract for. So the lawyer that was talking to Quinn Theo said, hey, there might be a separate contract that might supersede that. Well, in a separate part of the Twitch terms of service, which I looked up, it actually says even in other agreements, even if there is a separate agreement, even if there's a supplement, you still have to follow these terms and you cannot violate them. And I'm very sure that a separate agreement would have incorporated that statement because it's intended to be applied to all separate agreements. So even if there was a separate private streamer agreement, even if Pirate Software got a lawyer and negotiated a private agreement with Twitch, even if that happened, I doubt he's able to break those terms. And beyond that, he's not allowed to break the law. And what we get into next.
Yeah, I didn't know that he had broke the law when he did this. I had no idea. I didn't know this was like, that's crazy to me.
The thing that's very spicy is potential violations of federal law and state law. So let's talk about federal law. Federal law is the Federal Deceptive Trade Practices Act, and that's something that is very, very well known by me. I covered that a lot. That was one of my kind of, I would say, specialties in the corporate realm. When I was corporate counsel, there are three separate elements. So you need a representation, omission, or practice that is likely to mislead a customer. So the practice would be, hey, donating bits from the sock puppet account. The consumer's interpretation is reasonable under the circumstances. So the consumer is thinking this is a private party. This is somebody else. This is not the mod.
It's him.
This is not pirate software. They're thinking, oh, look, this person is extending the hype train. And so because of that misleading representation, that materially led others to donate more to keep it going. It's a very well-known thing in scams and cons. This is something that confidence men do. They get fake buyers to go out there and gin up interest so that people will buy stuff even though it's overpriced. That is a very common fraudulent practice. So by not disclosing the fact that essentially your agent, your employee is going out here and doing that, that is misleading a reasonable viewer, a reasonable consumer. That's a possible interpretation of that. Once again, it's not for sure that he would be convicted of this, but this is opening up the door to these questions.
And how many more content creators on Twitch have to break the law before Twitch starts stepping in and doing something, dude? Like, seriously. Like, you've got your content creators actively breaking the law on your website and you're not doing anything about it. What are you doing? This is like the third Twitch streamer that has broken the law and faced no repercussions. But you're banning people for calling other people fat? Like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me?
On that, there's state law. So Twitch is in California. Every state has their own Deceptive Practices Act. Florida has one, Georgia has one, New York. A lot of them follow what's called the UDTPA, which is the Uniform Deceptive Trade Practices Act. But some of them also have things that go further, and some of them have criminal penalties, including California, which can hit you if you go cross certain lines. So Consumer Legal Remedies Act, California has that. And I mentioned California, by the way, because that's where Twitch is. So it would be very reasonable if a California donor, if a California whale brought a claim against a California corporation in a California court against,
when they're referring to whales, they're referring to people with a lot of money. Whenever you hear someone say that the gotcha game needs more whales, it means that it needs more individual people that have just a shitload of money to hemorrhage towards something for no reason. That's what a whale is. That's what he's talking about when he says whale.
Bitch and against
what he's referring to is if somebody who's a whale decides to bring up a lawsuit against Twitch and bring the law into it, a whale he's referring to if a rich person has a problem with what Twitch is doing and decides to bring up a lawsuit, they would be held liable.
Mr. Pirate Software. So there's three things that really come up, and these are separate under the law. The Consumer Legal Remedies Act. Now, that's typically used to products, but there could be an argument that it would apply to services, particularly services that were fraudulent or misleading. But beyond that, there's California Business Code 17500, which leads to false or misleading statements or false or misleading advertisement. And this could be perceived as, hey, falsely advertising that you're number one on the hype train, that you're this hype train leader, that you're this person that needs to be donated to keep this thing going to breach all these levels, when really most of those levels, or maybe a lot of those levels, some of those levels were just artificially inflated by either Pirate Software's mod or the sock puppet accounts. I mean, who knows? We don't really have a full track on that yet. And beyond that, there's the unfair
I'm sure we will if this keeps getting pushed.
Competition law. And this one I think is pretty juicy because this one would even allow other creators the potential to say, hey, this is unfair competition. You're allowing these people to inflate their numbers and get this hype train going on, get featured on the front page, get highlighted, get hyped up.
Yeah, because like I said, like the more viewership you have and the more like bits and stuff get donated, it ups you to like the front page. So, like, I didn't even know that it makes total sense that they would have an unfair competition law. Dude, Twitch is completely unfair. There's no discoverability unless you already have been discovered. So, like, I kind of feel like that in and of itself would get Twitch, like, mega in trouble where it's located. Like, what the hell?
By all of the platform and by the CEO himself, all this sort of good stuff. And that is unfair competition. That's giving them an unfair edge because they're doing things that are violating the TOS freely. And hey, if you don't enforce this, Twitch, if you don't do anything, Twitch, this is a problem. Now, beyond that, there are other issues other than him losing subs. And of course, once again, him losing subs just adds the potential of people that might sue. But beyond that, there's advertisers. Advertisers might feel like they were defrauded. They might feel angry because they're saying, hey, we're running ads and they're supposed to be on the top channels. But if he's falsely inflating his numbers and he's being falsely promoted, well, maybe we're not really getting the value we thought we were getting. We thought we were getting a value of someone who was number one in the hype trains, who was leading in this pack of hype trains. And we're not getting that value. And even if they don't have a claim, they might express their anger. They might pull out. They might refuse to advertise.
I mean, advertisers are already pouring out of Twitch like the fucking floodgates already. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if your sole income is on Twitch, you're cooked. Like, you are cooked. You need to start spreading your branches out and getting to other places because you're getting cooked just staying on Twitch. You've already got a massive following. You need to start spreading out, spread your wings and fly, man. Seriously. And even if I was completely just on YouTube, I would still do that. Just do it.
On that, this could open the flawed floodgates. If Twitch does not crack down on this, does not issue some punishment,
they're not going to issue anything. They're not going to do anything. I'm telling you, they're going to wait till it gets way too late. And then whenever the federal law has to step in, then it's going to be too late because then they're going to have to lay off a bunch of people and it might end up shutting down Twitch altogether because, again, Twitch is hemorrhaging money because of all the people they lost, all the ad revenues that they've already lost because of all this damn drama they've had with Hassan and Asmon and Tectone and everybody. And they can't sit there and blame the creators whenever they're not taking the proper actions equally and fairly. It's their own damn fault.
Correction. Well, others might say, well, I can do that too. And then everybody is going and committing this deception, which would just open up Twitch as a really, really poor perceived platform where everyone is essentially artificially boosting their own numbers, which once again goes towards Twitch's impotent image. Twitch is something that Twitch's a platform.
I'm not going to say they are. I'm going to say they probably are because I can't afford a lawsuit. I don't have any money. If anyone wants me to take down their videos, let me know. I will take it down. I have a Discord. Just say it in front of everybody. No one will judge you. It's okay. I find stuff. I react to it. If you don't want me to react to it, just tell me. I'll take it down in a heartbeat. Obviously, the revenue is going to go to you regardless, but I'll take it down so that way I don't get anything from it, and then you could have the revenue that it generated. I'm no problem with that. Let me know. I don't even know if I'm going to get revenue at this point. I think I still have to wait another 1,000 hours, but still.
That I've talked about a lot because they failed to enforce their own rules evenly, fairly, and justly. And if you have terms of service and you never enforce them, well, that's not a good look for
Well, they do enforce them. They just enforce them on who they don't want to be on the platform. That's how they enforce them.
Platform as a whole, and that's why other platforms are rising. Even platforms like Kick are passing Twitch in many metrics because
if I'm not mistaken, Kick's all-time new high for stockholders has gone up by 25%. Kick is at Twitch's stocks are at 75%. Kick is at 25% now. And what makes Kick so unique is that platform it self-sustains because it has a gambling section of it. So a lot of its revenue comes from gambling. So it doesn't need to do certain things for content creators or, for that matter, advertisers, because it knows what's right and what's wrong, and it doesn't have to crack down or add and ban people biasly because it knows that it could cause a lot of problems doing that, and they're not about to do that. They want to see more money and growth. So, of course.
Of their poor image, and other platforms like YouTube look at that and say, hey, we're going to stay away from those sort of images, that sort of image, and enforce our rules. So this is a really bad look for Twitch. It does not look good for pirate software and is likely to continue his downward slide. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below.
I think his downward slide is yet to be over. He's either going to end up leaving the internet altogether, or he's going to end up like, I don't even know, dude. We got one more video, and then I'm going to roll up out of here for the day. But let me use the bathroom real quick. I need to go so bad. All right, before I go into this video, I want to say one thing. There's a reason why I haven't had too many asmongold videos up lately. It's mostly been like short form content, like super short videos, like actual shorts. Asmon has not been streaming, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that his dad is, if I'm not mistaken, he's in the hospital again. And he's saying he might be back on Tuesday. It's up in the air whenever that may be. My heart goes out to Asmon. He's an absolute beast online. Tell your dad that he needs to get his ass back in shape, because we need more Asmon dad phone calls, because they're legendary, and a lot of the people in chat really cherish them whenever he calls you up and tells you to shut up. Because sometimes you do need to shut up and listen to your dad. It just, sometimes that's just how it is. And my heart goes out to him. Thoughts and prayers to Asmon's dad. But yeah, that's why he hasn't really been on all that much lately. His dad's been in and out of the hospital. Bro's pretty much, last time I heard, he was not doing so hot. So I needed to say that before we continued, because I felt like I just felt like I needed to say that. But whenever he gets back, hopefully whenever his dad gets out of the hospital, we'll continue watching some more asmongold stuff. The last time he streamed was on Friday or Saturday, but after that, he's his dad ended up back in the hospital. So, thoughts and prayers go out. I hope he makes it through. That's all I can say. That's all I really want to say, but he's got.
And this was his reason. Why
Okay, so we got the TikToker snitched on himself and got 35 years in prison. Thank you, God. Put this guy in jail, lock the door, and throw away the key.
This TikToker just filmed himself committing a crime, and this was his reason.
Fucking dumb. One,
Over 3
actually.
decades in prison.
So trying to tell me leave alone? On social media, it's trying to tell me leave money alone. Cedric Dorsey painted himself as a pimp. Why I'm a pimp? With money, swagger, and influence. As CCC 333. But investigators say his lifestyle was built by forced work, as Dorsey trafficked a woman into in Seattle, Bellevue, Kent, and Las Vegas.
So meet Cedric, aka.
So he was actually. What an absolute dumbass. What a dumbass, bro.
CCC Cash Chase and Set, a guy who literally documented his own downfall by flexing his crimes online as they were accomplishments. Dude. Because what better way to get locked up than posting proof of your felonies with the confidence of being like some sort of like 2016 SoundCloud rapper. But this whole situation started with what it looks like to be a domestic violence call in April of 2024. Bellevue police responded to an apartment in the Factoria neighborhood and found a woman who had fled the scene with some help from construction workers. A smart move, because once officers got her side of the story, the red flags started waving.
They listened to what that victim was telling them and realized things weren't just adding up for her and what she was saying, and that she was in a very dangerous situation.
Bellevue Police Major Ellen Inman says patrol officers
It made the damn news. Bro is cooked.
noticed signs of trafficking and called detectives.
When you ask them questions, they're answering repeatedly in these kind of scripted or answers that sound like they're rehearsed.
It turns out the victim wasn't just Dorsey's girlfriend, he was her trafficker. According to the victim, Dorsey booked hotel rooms for her across multiple cities: Seattle, Bellevue, Kent, SeaTac, Renton, and Las Vegas, and had her perform SW to line his own pockets. Then on top of that, he coached her how to spot cops. Because here they say for a large percentage of, I guess, the dates, Dorsey required her to obtain a deposit from the buyer to verify they were not law enforcement. And like many others from this industry, he kept a tight control of every move. And if she stepped out of line, he allegedly beat her repeatedly. So bad at one point that he hurt her face so badly that she had to be hospitalized. And while she was being forced to work for him, he was online showing off the stacks of cash and posting videos bragging, saying things like, "I really take care of my biddies, you know," or "Oh yeah, pimpin', that's how it goes." Sir, you handed the prosecution evidence on a silver platter. Dorsey's online persona.
Fuck, what an absolute jackass. Holy shit. My God.
CCC, Cash Jason Cod, was basically the prosecution's best witness. Photos showed of him in a Versace robe, wearing flashy jewelry, and posing with illegal firearms, including an AK-47. And he kept referring to himself as pimpish. So Bellevue PD Mayor Ellen Imnan had no problem using all of this against him, saying, and quote, "If you advertise it and make it available for us to use in our investigation, then that's what we'll do." And that's exactly what they did.
When they served the search warrant on his premise, they recovered $12,000 in cash, along with those 3 firearms, one of which was stolen, and a banned firearm.
King County prosecutors hit Dorsey with charges of human trafficking, promoting and unlawful possession of a firearm.
We
That
see
human trafficking charge is gonna carry like crazy, dude.
very significant violence, strangulation, beatings, assaults.
Prosecutor Brayla McGinnis tried Dorsey's case where his own social media posts were used as evidence, including this one about the 304 oath, where prostitutes promise not to cooperate with police and say they aren't victims.
Dude, this has to be one of the biggest cases of just plain stupid that I've seen in a long time.
Bro, if this guy gets out of that, I have lost all faith in humanity and in our system.
Obviously, he's a disgusting guy, but aside from that, why would you ever post the SW oath to your timeline while you were actively in this illegal business? And on May 2nd, 2024, Bellevue PD rolled up with a SWAT team to execute a search warrant. Dorsey initially refused to come out, but probably realized that wearing a designer robe wouldn't stop bullets. And after the police brought out his mom, he finally surrendered. So when they went into his apartment, what did they find? $12,000 in cash, 3 guns, multiple of them being illegal, and 1 stolen and illegal AK-47. And I feel like the part I can't fully wrap my head around is the trend of just straight up snitching on yourself online. Obviously, this isn't just like Cedric being reckless.
Dude, there's
like
so many of them. Like Somalia did it. The guy that like poisoned the fruit that's now in jail did that. Like,
this is a whole genre. We've been covering this on this channel for a long time now, and it doesn't seem like this is going to end anytime soon.
No,
We've got scammers filming themselves with stacks of cash. You have pranksters admitting to fault on video mid-lawsuit, and now you have pimps in Versace robes posting up with illegal AK-47s for Instagram. It's just like clout has completely overridden basic survival instincts. Like, these dudes would rather go
What did
viral.
you think would happen if you ever actually made it with the clout? Like, they're going to start digging into your past, right? And that shit's just going to be brought up, and then you're going to go to jail regardless. Like, it makes no sense. It's so fucking stupid.
For a day, then stay free for a whole decade. This guy Cedric didn't just document his crimes, he produced the evidence, he curated it, he captioned it, and the kicker is, he really thought no one was going to use it against him. Because, or else, why would he ever post this? This dude was literally flexing his human trafficking operation on the internet and talking about it like it was some like business side hustle. Like bragging about like, she came back with 1,000. Like, dude, that's not a punchline, that's evidence.
Bitches is intimidated to me, you feel me? Because I got standards and I got expectations. Not like the you feel me out? Not like you feel me out? Because I really take care of my man, and I really, put them first, man, because they put this pimping first, man. You dig what I'm saying? Like, really pimping or, you dig what I'm saying?
Does he even deserve the title of being called a human? Like, at this point, like, how much of a big piece of crap do you have to be to actually fully embrace that title? Bro's just a big walking turd at this point.
last night? Yeah. I ate baked chicken, you dig what I'm saying? Stuffed potatoes, you dig what I'm saying? And with salad with cucumbers in there. And you know what I did? I went to sleep and gave my dame the keys and told her, go get me some money. You dig what I'm saying? So she was down for like 6 hours, you hear what I'm saying? And yeah, she came back with 1,000. Yeah, pimpin'. Yeah, that's how it goes down, baby. You know, if she's going to continue making some progression, because she's going to continue living with the purpose. And the purpose is chatty, baby.
Also, shout out to 15 Minutes of Shame for finding that clip. But all I know is that for sure was played out on that like rolly TV in the courtroom. And the prosecution just had to like read it out loud, line by line, to just translate that for the court. I can just like imagine the prosecution saying, hey, Mr. Dorsey, did you or did you not say the purpose is cheddar, baby? That's just funny saying. You know what? You don't even have to answer it. Here's you saying it. Crazy. I mean, Batman's job would have just been a whole lot easier if he just had to go to Instagram to find what criminals were up to instead of sticking around in a cape in the middle of the night. But what we're witnessing here is essentially the social media version of waving at a cop while holding a stolen TV. So let's break down the charges, because this guy had a whole arsenal, thousands in dirty money, and a full content strategy dedicated to self-incrimination, because this guy is an absolute genius. And in court, the jury was not confused, because Dorsey was found guilty on all of the following: human trafficking in the second degree, promoting prostitution in the first degree, unlawful possession of a firearm in the first degree,
and it gets fucking idiot, dude. He got charged with all of them, and he got actually convicted of them. Fucking idiot.
Worse, because 2 of those charges came from a mandatory 60-month firearm enhancements, meaning 5 extra years tacked on just for having guns while committing these felonies. And we're no longer speculating what he's going to get, because as of a month ago, he was charged.
After being found guilty at trial this spring, Dorsey is
completely different now.
Now starting a 35-year prison sentence.
Damn, bro. That's a year less than Johnny Somali in Korea.
We were able to take a very dangerous criminal off the street and hold him accountable for his actions.
Ah, bro is gonna die in prison. Ain't no way, man.
So altogether, this guy got 35 years in state prison, plus community custody afterwards. So Dorsey got 35 years to think all of this over. That's 3.5 decades of hard reflection and 0 Instagram likes. A skill issue, and he has nobody but himself to blame. I think this is all just an indictment of stupidity wrapped up in cruelty. Like, his downfall wasn't just inevitable, it was practically live streamed. Social media didn't just expose him, it built up his ego and handed law enforcement all the receipts on a silver platter. But hey, feel free to subscribe if you're new here. Drop a
what a fucking imbecile, dude. That was a twosie. Check him out, sub. Hit that join button if you want. Hit the sub button on him. He's a cool guy. Hit that like button. Yeah. All right. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Is there any new stuff with the Trump? All right, you know what? I'm going to roll up out of here, boys. That was a good stream. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hitting the like button. Thanks for any new subs, any new followers that I've seen. You guys are awesome. Thanks, Nigel, for stopping by. We're going to be back on tomorrow, bright and early, same time, same place. Doing the same thing. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. I'm rolling, boys. I got to edit all this stuff out and upload it. So, yeah, that's pretty much going to be the rest of my day. But I'm out of here, boys. Peace!